As I was saying, sorry, I feel like I just got my mic muted. I was gonna say that Fire Dragoon, with a 2k lead, already setting themselves apart from Young Minds, able to take the lead with snowballing heroes and also take advantage of these kind of small small GPM, XPM advantages, especially like the Bloodseeker and the Weaver, very mobile heroes that are going to counter the Clinks pretty heavily. There's not much the Clinks can do to really stop this, to be perfectly honest. So there's not much that the Clinks can try to do in the mid game to try to stop the aggression these guys can put out, especially in the global. With the Kunkka and the Ancient Apparition on another being a great combination. The Earthshaker as well with the ankles on to stop the Clinks. But of course, Ajit for now is happy to continue farming play. The weaker that is a mixed attack with the Dragonlance, the Diffusal Blade, possibility of Lincolns. If necessary, the Lincolns seems like a superfluous item in this game with the Rubik in the side. You might want to still buy it just for the Bad Rider. Nope, careful, let's see. Stuff. I guess you don't want to fine. Bad Rider comes behind and he's being ruptured up. EA needs to go up in the trees and try to silence him. He's going to TP and done. Thorin will catch him. Yes, it will. They have perfect vision over EA. Next one to spot will ensure he goes back to the same spot as before. Enchant Golem, Echo Slam, everything against his Bad Rider as Alacrity. Now starts to see him cold feet. Now triggered. Or not triggered, sorry, but used. And the catapult start hitting this Bat Rider. The lasso of survival. Trying to get that kill, but will not be able to. In fact, it's going to be the Earthshaker who tries to get him. And Keysdota finally running down to Alacrity. Too strong a Bloodseeker for Keysdota to really fight him. And it's going to end up being a double kill in favor of the guys at Fire Dragoon. Maybe more as 416 and positions himself in the middle. He's still caught attacking Alacrity slightly. Not enough to make a dent. Fire Dragoon continues their domination in the early game as expected from a team that was hoping to come out on top of this engagement, being perhaps one of the better known teams in this tournament. Okay, more as to the rotations as well. It's important to note these things as Yang himself, able to. Careful, wait. Seems to be wanting to rotate on against someone. Adam very cleverly picked a Kunkka here. It's a really hard hero to kill. Well, it's gonna be only Yang staying in the lane. He already has Ice Blast though. So this Clinks has gotta be careful for any rotations. Link's still trying to go for it. There's a straight Yang. Is he Ice Blast before he dies? No, just admitting himself that it's too late anyway. Using the magic stick last second, I think he did think he had enough charges. 416, by the way, has no, the silence hits him. What just happened? He just got silenced, has no jaunt anymore. Phase shift now available, but Alacrity can still fight this. What is he doing? Running away from the Dream Coil. 416, way too close to him. Afraid of the Illusory Orb, trying to use the vision to his advantage. Seemed to be the case as Alacrity gets away from them. Not want to get hit by the Illusory Orb, waiting Rift combo while he was still being hit or being buffed or nerfed, I guess, by the Blood Rage. Makes perfect sense, of course, but at the same time, a bit of a dangerous predicament. You don't kill the puck after getting a surprise Blood Right that even I was not expecting, frankly. Considering it's not really hard to evade the Blood Right. It's a bit of a deceptive animation, though, all things said. All things considered. It's a bit deceptive where you don't entirely know when those 3 seconds, is it 3 or 2? Hey, yeah, 3 seconds. That's right. 3 seconds are up. You know, it's hard to count up to 3. Well, anything past 2 and notice too long. So, I understand the point here. I understand why the puck messed up slightly. Should have jaunted earlier, though. Not be so cocky with a fake shift jaunt and everything. No need to be flashy. There's no rupture onto him anyway. So, the jaunt wouldn't have hurt him whatsoever, no matter what distance he decided to go. Now, the bottom lane, Ice Blast, we see it with 3. I'm not saying in time, might even be able to get a kill as EA runs away. The Firefly not going so well with the Ice Blast kill, and there's G taking the tower first, seeing it, 2 potential kills, and running up to them as the Ancient Apparition joins him. Kunkka as well is joining him, but Faithful destroys the Ancient Apparition. Goat Y will lose his life as a result, and G as well to the the puck. Now the poke comes to the Kunkka. They kill one, but it's not enough. Alacrity has to run away with his Bloodseeker, ensuring his safety before he gets any other kills. Has to be regen back up. There'll be a lot of rotations here coming from Young Minds to secure these kills, but in the end they do get the kill on the Weaver, which ends up being pretty worth it, even if Weaver gets the tower up in the 2k lead. There's a dent in that 2k lead. Yes, people asking, this is game 1. This is game 1, yes. So it's first game of the series. 10%. You can see there's nothing here. This is why this indicates it's game 1. Nice blast top lane. Kills EA. Fireflying Bat Rider dead. I keep calling him Firefly because that's just what I'm thinking about every time I see the little Bat Rider. Getting stunned. Look him out. Ajit will attack this tower in the bottom lane as a support. Scout things out for, or well, one support and one off laner, I suppose. Scout things out for him, make sure that it's safe. He doesn't want to die a second time. This little Weaver has had enough. Hey guys, nice to see you, man. Good to see you. Godzilla? Godzilla? Sorry, man. Your name is complicated. Ajit will continue to push this tower down in the bottom lane with, again, like I said, the support's giving it enough vision. Death Sama as well with the Blink Dagger now available, so any rotation is a bit hard to commit to. In fact, they might find a smoke that is coming from Young Minds right now. The smoke that will just find Yang. They think it's an easy kill, but it might not be. The Rubik dies first though. Oh no, he's frozen, but not dead yet. He's not saved with a burst. Like, go eat, can still run away, but he gets killed by the Ancient Apparition. That Firefly dealing so much damage, ensuring that Ancient Apparition melts down as Death Sama is pushed above. And then down below again to his death. That's going to be a double kill in favor of the Bat Rider, only for a Rubik. A rotation that, though seems like it was beneficial for Young Minds, actually ended up saving the Weaver's life. Only in exchange of an offlaner and a support. But to be fair, support traded for another support, it ends up being even. I want to say that's probably exactly what Fire Dragoon was hoping for, or probably the best case scenario for Fire Dragoon, because there was already a puck coming in down below. I don't know what he did because I couldn't watch two things at the same time, but he does have a silence with him. That means Weaver's surprise silence. They can attack him and stun him, perma-stun him. And what is Weaver supposed to do? Absolutely nothing. Ajit has to stay there and let himself be pummeled. It was good that the support decided to rotate, give him a bit of vision, and allow him to do more. Slight problem, or thought I just crashed for some. Okay, that's interesting to know. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing network diagnostics these days. New computer. There are some technical issues that suffering from it, but of course I need to keep casting. So anything is a test. As a proper computer scientist, anything is a test. Hopefully we don't miss too much action with it. I do apologize. It's out of my control. I really do. I'm really trying to fix this problem. No other streamers available that can host me. Oh, what secret eye? That's important. Well, hopefully it doesn't happen too much during the game. Usually does not happen too much as the FPS is up. In fact, I'm actually going to turn this. Take that off. That was just temporary. Yes, yeah, because. Okay. Echo Slam finds the puck. Ice Blast as well. Stunned out, destroyed. Goodbye. That was an easy kill. This is exactly what Eternal Envy was talking about in TI-7. Why is it called TI-8? TI-7, where he was saying the importance of the Earthshaker is that 0 cast point stun is such a valuable spell. In fact, it's the only 0 cast point stun I can really think of that's in the game. It's a bit insane. I wouldn't really want to deal with that. There's the Xbox spot. Torch will not hit though. EA. So looking for the lasso. It has it available. Flame Break won't hit the. Oh, that was a great teleport. When comes in, the bolt will not hit anyone. The buff though does help Ajit a bit. Earthshaker's already gone. Ajit has no initiator to help him out. He has to run away. The Clinks from behind though, trying to cut their path short. As Payson joins in, kills Yang, free kill. Ice Blast though does hit him. They have the torch, and Payson will be stunned for a long time. Rupture even hits him. Alacrity joining in and destroying this Clinks, who dared to bother his AA. Ended up being a pretty bad trade, if I might add, for Young Minds. Frankly, Clink sacrificing himself for an AA, one of your most farmed hero for a simple support. In fact, the position 5 support in the opposing team. And that was obvious that was going to happen. I don't really understand why he chose to do that, frankly. So, yeah, let's hope they don't anymore. Let's see. Now, in the bottom lane, we're seeing a bit of split pushing. A tactic that we've seen Pucks do a lot recently, especially. Ever since, I don't know what Pro realized this, but I haven't seen Pucks do this. Pucks didn't used to do this, now they do it a lot, which is they take advantage of their easy lane clears. They split push often and put a lot of pressures into many lane. So, So, it's not just the Puck's offensive ability and team fights that you wanna and you require, but thanks to his Veil of Discord, in fact I think it's probably the Veil of Discord build that popularized this. He's able to really push to some degree, not making towers, but put constant pressure. And once the tier 2 is down, especially for any lane really, he can start being a real nuisance for any team that doesn't have good counter pushing measures, especially lane Counter pushing measures. Hard pushing, counter pushing measures. The point is, the puck right now is not. I mean, he's trying to do this just to regain a bit of gold, so he can get his dual scepter early. Let's see how it works out for him a bit later. Now, we are seeing in the mid lane, Mason with Bad Rider. Okay, they seem to be angling for a kill. I mean, why else would Bad Rider TP here? Is it just to protect him, perhaps? Perhaps to help the Clinks out because they smell the smoke. They know smoke is coming. And Fire Dragoon. I just find Payson. As Sama with the Blink Dagger has a perfect Echo Slam, and instead they're going for a much easier target and not so valuable. Or Rubik with Shikuchi. At least to take away Shikuchi from him, so that's valuable to some degree. But it's still just a Rubik with Shikuchi he took down. It's not particularly great thing to see. There's the dust as well, which I think hit help. The key is able to blink in time as they take another tower down. A tier 1, that's going to be for a tier 1 down bot. I suppose this is the most useless tier 1, so in terms of trades, just mathematically speaking, or objectively speaking, this seems to be a better trade, or a trade for Fire Dragoon. But if it's tower for tower, it doesn't really matter. They're both tier 1s, they're not that relevant anyway. Young Minds, by the way, actually, I was too hasty in saying this, because Young Minds were unable to take this tower. It's not even within deny range. So they don't want to let it go. Apparently the Earthshaker just TP'd here for absolutely no reason, because he just left the lane and nobody else helped them. So it seems like they're having ideas as to what to do. They scanned this area and they know someone's coming around. Maybe to scare them, the Earthshaker has just planned the scan and knew exactly what's going to happen. So we are finally TPs, and now the lane is secured, ensuring that the tower is not going to be taken by them. In addition to the tower being in deny range, something Ajit can take advantage of to reduce the gold limiting the scanning. However, Ajit does not know that there's 2 people still here. Oh, he just sees EA. He's like, okay, I gotta get out of here. The last one might just hit him. He does have the Lincolns, though. There's actually no way. Oh, I forgot about this. The Bat Rider has no way to cancel Lincolns. I forget how much of a counter Lincoln is to Bat Rider. Other heroes who Lincoln's kind of counters, like, Beastmaster and whatnot, also have that issue, which is, you don't have anything to cancel a Lincoln with. But at least Beastmaster can go for a simple. No, I guess he's the same issue. One of the heroes does Lincoln's counter. I guess Doom, Legion. They also don't have any ways to cancel it. Wow, interesting. Oh, Doom does. Doom with his Inferno Blade, but not Legion. Either way, I forget completely that he has no targeted spells, right? So that's a big factor. New Epicenter being charged. Back in his tail, active with targeted aggression. He's been stunned. And he's gonna go down. The damage request is sufficient. As Sama wants to get a counter clap, apparently from Keys Dota, even commits an Echo Slam. Keys Dota is dead. And now they need to go for more, try to avenge their dead teammate. They use a dust, but EA is already here. The lasso catches the Koka, and the Koka stunned out in the middle of the flames. They already killed the Ancient Apparition. With one faithful, the Koka goes down as well. Earthshaker running away from behind, but they can just chase him down as he's going to the wrong base. Goatee does see this. Decides not to aggress this any further, as I said, TP to the bottom lane to bother Ajit. He's been silenced. Veil Discord hits and the Dream Coil not available to lack of mana and cooldown. Oh no, sorry, just lack of mana. Ajit, so getting a Diffusal Blade up on this zone. Very soon. That will increase his output. His damage output by a considerable amount, in addition to getting away to chase down enemies. Not adapted. Like I said earlier, you can go for the mixed Weaver build. You don't have to go straight up Desolator. I like the Diffusal Blade build this game. Even though the agility gives you is no longer as good as it used to be, it's only 20 at level 1. It's still considerable. It's still a good stat stick, because a bit better than Dragonlance. Well, a bit better than the Hurricane. Sorry, I forget the Dragonlance got nerfed so fast. Oh, there's the Puck. Going down. Goodbye, Puck. A bit better than the Hurricane Pike, but much cheaper. And, of course, the feedback damage is also considerable, especially with Gemini attack. Goes really nicely. Goes really nicely against heroes that are mana dependent to some degree, which is the Puck, for example, and the Bat Rider, for example. They are kind of mana dependent. They do lack mana at some points in the team fight if it goes for too long. And Weaver does like long team fights. Oh, that's almost good. Goodbye. So, the team fights that Weaver likes to go for, and Bloodseeker included, are actually pretty long team fights where everyone gets some low HP and whatnot. So Fire Dragoon's plan is very cohesive with the items they're grabbing. Radiance also permits for longer team fights due to the mischance and the constant sustained damage, in addition to being a great item on Bloodseeker. But Weaver herself now will benefit even more from this, because the feedback will become much more relevant in longer engagements. The Weaver doesn't need to burst down anything, but just really take away their mana and the utility, especially if they go into a team fight without full HP and mana, which will be the case in the mid, not late game, but definitely in the mid game. Let's see what the guys at FTGs had to do with the smoke, and they're successful with it. So Death Sama could probably lead here with the easy Echo Slam. They even scan an area. They know they're not around there. Are they going to face another smoke from the enemy team? There's a smoke on the Sand King. Ooh, the scan just caught them. Wow. Young minds are perfect at predicting these rotations. They know they're coming. It's an obvious smoke because they didn't see... Well, I guess they don't have any wards, so they don't know it's a smoke, but they know that someone's there, so they have to retreat all. They don't see anyone else on the map. It's a likely smoke. And FTG says, okay, fuck it. We'll go for a Vino shot. Seems like the easiest option. Frankly, not a bad idea. This one shot falls pretty quickly, or fairly quickly, because the short touch adds a lot of damage. I think this should go Bloodseeker when we were dealing a decent amount of damage to stop it, and you take advantage of the smoke that clearly failed. So great anticipation by Fire Dragoon. In fact, they want to really get a kill here. Blinks joins in again for the Ancient Apparition. Ice Blast before he dies. Can't do anything about it. Likely, it is melting down to the Blinks. Blinks wants to go for more. It's going to be a Kunga also dying. Even with the Ghost Ship buff, it's not going to be enough. And Silence Double Weaver, who's so close to dying, even dusted up. She has a time lapse to get taken away, but the Aegis, I think, will be triggered here. No, time lapse used a bit too early, as now she is defenseless without the Aegis. Shikuchi away, can't with the silence. Echo Slam onto 5. This Death Sama comes in and brings in the hammer. It's gonna be a Weaver now, stunned down. With the Epicenter suffering from it, Keystone though is already dead. EA might fall as well. It's only one last hero to die for this engagement to be a cleanup by the Weaver. Death Sama coming in, saving his teammate, doing everything. They need the puck. It's a silenced up. Shaker can't do more. The puck jolting away. Might survive. Adam tries to get the torrent. The torrent misses, but they do have the vision on it for a couple more seconds. They have a prediction of where the puck might be, but no way of actually killing him. That's gonna be a 4 for 3. No, never mind. I think everyone died, but that's Sama. So it's gonna be a 4 for. Yeah, I'm not breaking in by that. A 4 for 4, I suppose. I guess you could, depending on how you consider the ages. The 4 for 4. So it ends up being beneficial to no one. But considering you just took the Roshan, I guess they took your Aegis, so it ends up being slightly beneficial in that regard for Young Minds, I suppose. But I would still give the advantage to Fire Dragoon just because of the insane comeback they made there, which is a simple Echo Slam. An Echo Slam onto 5 though, but Echo Slam. Just said bring down the totem, by the way, not the hammer. It is an expression, but in that situation, I think the pun was... Oh well, missed the opportunity. Adam, with the 4-step is going to be the next item. Is that going to be too interesting 4-step pickup? I like the Blink Dagger much more on Kunga, to be honest. But I think in this case, defensive items for your support seems like a Glimmer Cape for Yang, and also the Ghost Set for Yang is like, guys, please, I want to survive a single team fight. I am a level 11. This Clinks is level 19. This is straight up bullying at this point. Okay, Payson, they know he's here. Adam is going to suffer the wrath of Payson. That was even without the searing arrows. Adam is dead. Ice Blast will come in. It's tanking only. Beaver still has the time left. Should be able to make it out alive. In fact, he's going to go for the Bat Rider up in the skies, but they can see it with the Swarm. Bat Rider evading 2 straight up hits. Wow, that was quite lucky, huh? That was quite lucky. I don't know what gods you prayed to today, EA, but that chance, 25% missed chance. 1/16th chance of that happening, exactly. Fortunate, isn't it? Oh well. Unfortunate for Ajit, of course. Ooh, Ajit. He's 416. Just a bit of harassment. Look how much damage this Weaver puts out, though. The simple Lincoln's Dragon Lance and Diffusal Blade. The stat build. Woo. Hit up all those stats. Work nicely for him. And then, of course, the Diffusal Blade to add some damage to be able to defeat that. BKB is the next item, same as Bloodseeker. But the Bloodseeker BKB seems to have less of an impact here than the Weaver BKB. I have not seen Bloodseeker be relevant with his Radiance very much in this team. In fact, I would say Sanjin Yasha might have been a better option than Radiance in this case. But I do like the Reigns in general for Bloodseeker. I find it a very good item on him. To me, this wasn't the game. The Clinks that goes for BKB so early. However, I do question how long is basically going to remain relevant with those liberal uses of the Blink Dagger. Oh, they found him. They have the Echo Slam as well ready. The Ice Blast will help the Ghost Ship as well. They actually don't even need the Ice Blast. It's just going to be a dead Clinks. They found him quickly with the totems. And that was a great, really, really well placed sentry. They just placed it down just for safety, you know, whatever. Maybe the Clinks comes by. And now with this Death Sama earns the Shadow Blade. Yeah, mark my words, because he's going to get another kill. Death Sama killing off the Rubik. This man is making the game for FTG. Which is Fire Dragoon, by the way. I actually don't understand why it's FTG. It should just be FD. Because Dragoon is one word. It is a real word. I do wonder what Dragoon means besides the StarCraft meaning. A member of any of several cavalry regiments in the British Army. Or coerce someone into doing something. Huh. I did not know that. She had been Dragooned to help her with a password. That is a fantastic word. Learning new English with these. While we were saying that, by the way, I realized that Earthshaker died. It's important to understand what Dragoon means, right? To fully grasp what this team encompasses, right? Clearly, they're a team that coerces you to lose. In other words, they talk you into losing, which is why Weaver is tickling the Batrider so much. Whereas Young Minds, see, Young Minds is a team of overachievers. They're hopeful dreamers. They haven't yet finished high school because that's why they're young, but their minds is the only thing that's young, right? And their minds haven't finished high school, but their bodies have. 30-year-olds, but their minds are still ripe, much like a 20-year-old. Meaning they can still makes a lot of sense, as that's why they're called Young Minds. Much like the team LGD Forever Young has a lot of old people, and is the same idea, or used to. I don't actually know the age of the players anymore. It's been a while, but back in the day, back when it was first formed, it had just a bunch of young players, a bunch of old players. And that ghost ship actually hits the clicks. So that was that's keyword analysis with these sort of issues. We can go on further into the psychology of the Dota players by looking at their names, but for now I think that's enough buffoonery. That clever English. Nobody would even guess that I'm not even an English speaker. Sama gonna find the puck, another slam, echo to the face, and look at that! Death Sama getting a solo kill against the mid laner. However, as we say this, Ajit dies. Okay, Ajit, you're really undermining the work that Death Sama is doing for your team by getting solo kills. Enchant on him, solo, it's Echo Slam, Enchant, Fissure, Enchant, Death. It's the chain of events that Death Sama leads in his life. But you're undermining this by dying so often and being caught out of position. Granted, you had a BKB there and you didn't want to use it, and I think that's the right choice, because you'd rather use it for the team fight. But let's see if you can farm up his BKB as well. Don't know if BKB is going to give him the edge, because oh no, Weaver. I'm not particularly a big fan of the BKB plus the Lincoln Sphere. I think it's a bit excessive, in all honesty. I don't really see what the purpose of the BKB is here, besides stopping the puck or just blocking silences. But I can see to some degree why the Weaver wants to go for those extra nice stat bonuses, and of course to get the full protection of the Batrider's lasso. There's nothing that can cancel his Lincolns as long as it's BKB activated, besides of course the lasso. I guess technically the Rubik can cancel it with spell steal. Yeah, but yeah, I suppose that's a big issue that Weaver has not really considered. The spell steal can cancel it. Now it's just Rubik Ags. Because otherwise the spell steal is too large a cooldown to be able to cancel Lincolns reliably with it. Ooh, Death Sama sees the puck. Look at that Shadow Blade. He even has a Solar Crest, by the way. Hit him once. No, he knows the Rubik's around. He knows the Rubik's around. Waiting for the Rubik to leave. I don't know if he has a sixth sense about this. A Rubik sense. But Death Sama not going to commit himself to this. A great idea. He knew that the creeps were going somewhere weird. He saw the Rubik doing some weird stuff in the right side of the screen, so he's like, I think this might not be the best approach to go for the puck. Even though I've murdered him before and it worked out, he didn't even have Echo Slam to begin with, so it would have been a hard kill. Oh, in they go though. Death Sama out of the Rubik and into the Friar. No. He knows the Rubik is gone, so he goes and attacks the puck. Echo Slam available, so it's perfect for him. Now it's a 4 versus 5. Win this team fight, Fire Dragoon. That's all you need. The BKB already activated, but who popped it? Was it the Bloodseeker by accident? Yeah, Alacrity coming in from behind without a BKB now. Wasting completely. Ajit fighting and taking the life of the Sank and going for more. Looks for Goatee. Seems like an easy target as Goatee Shukuchis himself away. Last of the Weaver's face. Now, that's Sama. I've been looking for another of those solo kills he's been relishing lately. He sees the Sanking, he realizes, wait, Sanking's dead, probably an illusion. Ooh, Parson was very lucky to just see this. And just barely caught a glimpse of that Sama walking into those streets. Good, as Parson's able to now run away and now face the humiliation of dying against an Earthshaker solo. Which has already happened to all of his teammates, and he doesn't want to see that as well. Which makes perfect sense. He does have a sacrifice, which is sacrifice. I haven't seen sacrifice in a while. Forever. I mean, it gives you, I guess, a good amount of regen, but usually you want to go for something else. Orchid. Like a better option than guys, frankly. Just pure damage it has. Or not pure, but just the amount of damage it has. Pure in the sense of just being pure, like the adjective of being. Because otherwise, spell skills rather than the actual act or the actual description of damage. Sees the puck. Look at. Again, it's a very confusing thing that I always use. I should really choose our little words to use. Now, let's see FTG doing a bit more of. You know, this farming that they require. Never mind, why just coming in, taking 1 or 2, and that smoke that's not gonna work out for them. In fact, it's gonna be a smoke for FTG as well. Do they have a smoke? And I can't tell if they have smoke. And stop. So a failed smoke by Young Minds, which is unfortunate for them. A rotation that ends up not working out. Fire Dragoon on the other hand. Yeah. And now as well, I forgot completely about the power of Bakonka with a... I didn't really consider that. Weaver has one of the second mobilities possible in the form of that Shukuchi, especially with a plus 200 Shukuchi movement speed where you move quickly. With the Xbox the spot, Weaver might be able to go in, get a kill, and then get out without them being able to stop at all, as long as, you know, you have enough protection. This is why safe spaces are important for the Weaver. Okay, now Payson, I don't think he's aware that the Earthshaker's around. The Earthshaker does smell something fishy. He does see a loser over there. It's also coming out. The Echo Slime hits the clinks. He might be about to die. Silenced up, and he did not realize the rupture was on him. That is to it as Ajit joins in and kills EA. Alacrity wants to get more. Goes for the Rubik first. The Epicenter actually hits, but does not to kill the Sama. Finally, the last hit for the puck ensures the kill as Keys Dota now stuck in the Xbox spot. A Roshan is taken by FDG, and the Ghost Ship will keep Keys Dota in play. Stunned out, not destroyed though. Cold Feet, is it gonna kill him? He goes up to the high ground, but the Torrent stops him in his tracks. As FTG get 4 kills, only the puck surviving, but that's a free Ages and Cheese that they just took out from the enemy team. And 2 gems, because why not? 1 for every eye. No, of course, it's because they just stole 1 from EA, who just lost it right in their face. And of course, the Ages and Cheese both go to Ajit. And now here in the bottom lane, we see the puck doing that split pushing I was talking about, where he can really clear lanes quickly. Can't quite kill him though. Which is unfortunate because this just delayed Fire Dragoon's assault if they were planning on it. I think they rely a bit too much on Earthshaker. That BKB on Clinks, you see that BKB going down to 7 seconds. He's a bit more afraid of using it. He was a bit more preemptively. Sorry, not preemptively, a bit more reactionarily. Literally the opposite of what I said. A bit more reactionarily, right? So you can't use it beforehand and hope that the Earthshaker does not come in with an Echo Slam. You will die that way. It's better to use it afterwards. When you think you see the Earthshaker, you see him blinking, or maybe you think that he can blink, and then you use the BKB right that second, because you only get 7 seconds of it, and you gotta use them very, very wisely. Now, Fire Dragoon, move further. Orchid for a week. Just Orchid, kill it. Stops the bat. Stops the Sanking. I like this pickup. Stops the puck. Oof, entirely. I mean, I guess Yule Scepter and Orchid. Nah, this guy is impossible. You're not gonna touch him with it. This is Yule Scepter and Lincolns. But.
odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines, including Dota.
First blood.
Your middle tower is falling.
You think Kuka knew I stole his rum?
Hey, watch my head.
Hey, little buddy, it's in the bag.
XBet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO, casino and live dealers. Highest payouts, 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBet.
Everything's better with Scepter. Oh, yeah!
Radiant victory.
XBet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO, casino and live dealers. Highest payouts, 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBet.
Hello guys and welcome to the Prodota Cup by Smashcast TV. For those of you wondering why the hell I wasn't saying anything, I have muted my mic because I sneezed and I forgot to unmute it because I'm an idiot. Woo! So, Young Minds vs Fire Dragoon is the match of today. My name is D Swordfish. I'll be your cast for today. Let's get right into draft. Faces Void will be picked up here by Fire Dragoon as the 4th pick. I've been talking about this for a while, but essentially Earthshaker position 4, position 5 Silencer, position 3 Batrider, position 1 Faces Void apparently. A good nice wombo combo strat, works really well in terms of ganking and teamfight potential. I already talked about how useful the Silencer is, but the Silencer is well, I didn't really talk about it on air, but the Silencer is very useful with any sort of these kind of single target stuns that can be interrupted, or a long cast point, or a big cast point, rather is the better way to put it. Area AoE stun, like the Chrono. So it works magnificently with the Chrono or with the Lasso, which you can see coming from a while back. Global Silence prevents you from doing anything against them. It's honestly fantastic. Really good lineup. Young Minds going for something a bit different this time, picking up the Weaver. They have the Ancient Apparition and the Weaver, which Ancient Apparition, Weaver, Clockwork, and Puck all give a bit of global presence. It seems to be one of those RTK combinations they love so much. Back in the day when he started maxing Rocket Flare on Clockwork, it was because he actually played it with the Ancient Apparition, and it did work nicely for them for that very fact. Which is at the Rocket Flare max, which is 200 damage, which is not that much, but now with the talent you get even a bit more, 280 I believe. With the Ice Blast, it's able to kill most things if they're low on HP, and you can snipe out targets. Clockwork in the position 4 is a fantastic cure with Ancient Apparition because he increases the damage you do, so an early level of cogs doesn't entirely waste your to hit someone. And of course the Battery Assault doesn't allow you to hit many times, but it does allow you to hit hard the few times that you do with the Chilling Touch and power, which ends up making the Clockwork Ancient Apparition one of my favorite combinations of all time, as the cogs also work really well with his Cold Feet. So it's a really nice start for Young Minds. Weaver and Puck are the other two pickups, are very oriented towards pickoff strat rather than team fighting, and Fire Dragoon the opposite. They're going for full team fight, the Queen of Pain to add combination to Faces Void. And now, what is going to be the choice for Young Minds here in the mid lane? They banned the Viper in case the Puck wants to go in the off lane, which is always a possibility. Young Minds could still pick up something that counters the Queen of Pain in the form of Alina, who usually has the slight advantage there and does suit their strategy pretty well. Also goes really well with the Clockwork. The Cogs plus the Lifestrike Array is a great combination. In addition to the Cogs being able to push the Queen of Pain back enough to be hit by Lifestrike Array and maybe even get a kill if you're lucky enough. I don't know how lucky, I mean, it's hard, but I reckon you could do this. Young Minds was cool. I would like to see them. Otherwise, run the Puck in the mid lane, maybe run an off laner in this situation like. Has Legion been banned? Ooh, I was not gonna say that. I'm not even gonna pretend. I was not gonna say a Tidehunter. That's a weird amount of team fight. I guess it's a secure team fight, a very good counter initiator. Adds to the Puck, so it's not like their team fight is very much. In fact, with the Ice Blast, the Dream Coil, and the Ravage, they have an equal, if not banner team fight than Fire Dragoon. Fire Dragoon is more of a wombo combo kind of strat, whereas Young Minds gonna suffer a bit more, or is gonna be more about the. They can excel more in chaotic team fights, among other things. What I do like about the Tidehunter pick here, Young Minds, I actually very much like about it, but Young, is the fact that it's a pretty hard counter to the Silencer. You can't really silence a Tidehunter because of his Cracker Shell, sorry. And if you do silence him, which you will be able to by the Global Silence, and you evade him the whole time, your area damaged by the Earthshaker or Batrider or Bane will eventually put the Tidehunter off the silence. It's only 600 damage you have to deal. That's 4 seconds of Firefly, or not 4, 6 seconds of Firefly to be. Oh, interesting, better in position 4. We'll see how that works out. That's 6 seconds of Firefly, give or take. Oh no, it's not even, yeah, it is 600. That's 6 seconds of Firefly, or 3 seconds of the Scream of Pain. Oh, they are stopping. Up. A Last Word or Arcane Curse, Last Word and Arcane Curse, and Echo Slam probably triggers that. Fissure plus Scream of Pain, Sonic Wave plus Scream of Pain, honestly 3 auto attacks and Scream of Pain. There's a lot of ways that they can kill a Tide, or they can trigger that Kraken Shell without even wanting to, which is something that probably benefits the guys from Young Minds very much so. And in fact, these last pickups, I don't know if they're, I think they're very confident in Death Sama's Earthshaker, which is why they were thinking there, should I put their Sama as the Earthshaker, or should I put Mr. So the options would be here, Death Summer or Adam, right? I guess you had that moment where you think, I don't know, it's one of those doubtful things. It could be either way, but of course you don't want to run the. You want to run someone that's more confident in the offlane anyway. But it makes sense they want to run the Death Summer Batrider. Unless you want to specifically run the Bat Rider. Unless someone wants to run the Bat Rider, you know, in a very, very aggressive position 4, which works sometimes. I wouldn't put that up against the Puck, for example. Actually, no, I don't know how weak the Puck would be. This Puck is very weak to lane pressure. Not particularly here deals well with that. Able to put a lot of pressure with a position 4 Bat Rider, just constantly harassing it. What's their support here to help you? Clockwork, I suppose. Clockwork is also particularly against Bat Rider. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, just because of the whole little swap made me think about it, the position 4 Bat Rider here, the way Puppy ran it, with emphasis on Napalm Strike, will not be Sticky Napalm. Why did I call it Sticky Napalm? Which would not be that great. But a Bat Rider position 4 that deals with jungling, or a Bat Rider that's essentially made for jungling, with emphasis on Firefly instead, going for an early 103 build, or 102 build, perhaps then later translate into a 113 build. That would be a fantastic pickup here. Would work really nicely against the Clockwork, who can't deal with a Bat Rider because most of his damage early on is magical because of the battery assault, which is his main source of damage. And Bat Rider, even though he has a mediocre armor, he does have quite a high HP. On top of that, the Bat Rider is great at pushing away Puck, who does not deal too well with lane pressure, whereas Queen of Pain deals much better with it. Queen of Pain is not left alone, and of course the Clockwork, being the hero that's probably going to be fastest mid lane, is up against a Bat Rider. That's a melee hero versus a ranged hero with Firefly. With fucking Firefly, who's going to be maxed anyway. The Clockwork is going to suffer a lot despite his high HP pool. I would really like to see that. Unfortunately, though, we're not going to. Sorry guys, after all this theory crafting, I kind of got excited. Are you guys excited? We're all excited. Now Adam, so joining here in this bottom lane with Dota. Seems like they're gonna have a bit of a tea party here. He's Dota. Hey Adam, he says, hey. Not see him. Adam is just warding here, unaware of where anyone's around. You would not want to fight early game against an ancient apparition. That was so lucky. Goatee was barely seeing him. Unless they see him, I think they warded. Or maybe they're just guessing where he might have put the ward up. Ooh, that's interesting. So they are guessing. They do not see anything. The search shaker just kind of flew by them. Thinking, where should I put my sentry? Because of course you don't want to. It's pinging. Yeah. They put the sentry down, and yeah, now they. Okay, there's the observer ward. They're gonna give it to Weaver to get the extra 100 gold. Pretty valuable early on. I think that's right. Yeah. We usually agree with this if you're giving it to the mid laner. How insane that advantage is for the mid lane 1-1 matchup. But like I said, weird. There's 2 creeps. Ahaha, I'm so close. At least his sentry won't get dewarded. Wait, actually. Oh, never mind. That sentry was not for to deward their sentry. That sentry was perfectly placed to actually stop the cat from spawning. Spawning. That's pretty smart. Alright. Oh, it's going to be, in the end, a dual offlane, apparently. Ooh, that's going to put a lot of pressure onto a Weaver and an Apparition. Weaver's a decent laner, but only in certain combinations. A mid lane Void, whereas it's going to be Ajit on the Quap. I forgot how good Ajit is on the Quap. He used to run a lot of Where's Getting Unity, the Quap in the carry position. Ajit used to run it in carries, in case you guys did not know, in Where's Getting Unity. I mean, we've seen Ajit run something like, if I recall correctly. No, it was Nana. It was actually Nana who was playing this, but it was still Where's Getting Unity with Ajit and Afu, and Nana was playing Ricky carry, and they actually won the game. It was a Prodota Cup game as well. So these guys are used to very weird lineups, and Quap in the carry position doesn't seem that weird. And of course, with the Shadow Strike, she can harass the Titan a lot, even with a Kraken Shield. You still take 600 damage, but they still need to deal 600 damage to you. Right, to dispel, which is almost all your HP. So at this point, you know, if they've dealt 600 damage to you, you're sad anyway. Even if the Shadow Strike gets dispelled, it's like, whoa, it's just There's nothing there. And at this point, when he's lost a bit of HP, he can't get the spell whatsoever. And they can actually be aggressive towards him. Look at the Glaives of Wisdom doing work. Death Sama actually gets a kill in the bottom lane, and Russian Counter to die in the top. In fact, Death Sama might just die here, but tries to kill Keys Dota before he does so. A Firefly extinguished before he could kill the kill. Very unfortunate he died just there. One more hit would have done the trick. Death Sama loses his life for the first blood, though. Seems kind of worth it, frankly. Especially because you still leave the Earthshaker there having experience, so it's not like the typical offlaner where dying is a bigger deal. In this case, he's doing perfectly fine. No. Alacrity. Time walking away. Nope. I don't know why. It's interesting that they ran the fuck against the... or they ran the Void against them. I don't know if that's gonna be a successful lane for them. It seems like a pretty bad lane for the Void, but it depends on how much pressure or how much emphasis they have on the Void being powerful. They do seem to allocate a lot of resources into the Queen of Pain doing decently, especially getting her items on, which I think is not the wrong choice. By the way, the curry died and I did not notice that at all. I'm sorry about that. Adam is coming from behind. He might have just get a good level of Aftershock if you're gonna get this kill. With a Fissure 416. Oh my god. Oh my god, did I just happen? I don't know what to say. Were you not expecting the Waning Rift to be there? Or he was... I guess he was in level 4. Surprise Waning Rift. I guess you were expecting a phase shift or something. Against a Void, there's no reason to pick up phase shift, so they should really consider that. That was weird. And they even wasted the Invis on Adam. That's very weird. And maybe they were confident that Adam could get something out of it by fissuring and then, you know, counter-attacking. Which could happen, but probably not. Alright, bottom lane. Payson. Oh, careful. That's something after him. The Firefly is very effective at dealing with Payson. And the bug is to get burned out. That's someone though trying to get rid of that swarm. Eventually even gets the gold for it. And with a magic stake charge, it seems to be perfectly fine. Not another kill for Death Sama, this time onto the Weaver. Not doing badly. A bit of a lead for Young Minds though. Just barely. I can't imagine there's too much in the bottom lane. Or top lane, sorry. Goatee has to TP away. Is the damage going to be sufficient? Probably not. No Scream of Pain omitted there. I think the Scream of Pain... What's level 190, I think. 75. Okay. Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing. The Scream of Pain would not have killed. It should have been level 2. And I think level 2 would have not have killed him either because it didn't have resistance. But it could have tried. With a level 2. I understand the lack of... We're not wasting. Oh, Adam. In the coffin. Stuck in there. Where's the courier? Coming in. Looking for ward. Adam's like, nah, I don't need that ward. I'm gonna die anyway. So, that's gonna be a dead Earthshaker. That's unfortunate for the guys at Fire Dragoon. But, it's a start. For Young Minds. They kill on the roamer. You know, preventing him from doing any kills as he already... I mean, as he's been so effective before. Yeah, by the way, coming from behind. That Arcane doesn't get the spell just yet. I don't think anybody's too much. Oh, he was piling on before. He's just being yanked. Now stuck in the cogs. Not being frozen solid, but gonna die anyway due to the Ancient Apparitions. Damage is still in touch. They're going for more. Ajit seems to be the target of aggression. He has to blink in time. Ajit not having the best of days. No need for blinking, apparently. He still has a Shadow Strike. He's in a man fight. This Clockwork not letting him force him out of lane. So how is this game panning out right now? It does not seem to be panning out too well for Fire Dragoon, with those skills going definitely the way of Young Mind, and their lanes being much more favorable. However, it does seem like the late game is a huge win for Fire Dragoon. And Weaver versus Void in the late game, like, you don't even... There's no point of comparison. You can't do anything as Weaver versus Void. That area that AoE stun, right? In the form of the Krong. It also reveals you of your Shukuchi. There's no way you can outrun that, and you cannot really time lapse away from it. And Weaver's HP gain is very poor, so she can't really take advantage of her HP to try to just survive the Krong once the Void gets enough line. Especially with the Queen of Pain adding some damage to it, the Silencer adding the global silence to it, which makes the Puck not being able to Yule Scepter use safety. That's another important factor, because Puck will be forced to Yule Scepter himself, most likely to prevent the global silence, or else they'll go on the train. Very much of a double-edged sword where you're going to go for whatever targets is available. And since your damage is really very well spread out among all your heroes, there's no need to concentrate. It's all very AoE damage. That's someone, by the way, taking some stacks. He might just take his life. Payson might just take his life, sorry. before. Starts attacking. TP is necessary. And the Gemini attack is not there. Ooh! I think that last fissure might have saved him because it seemed like it stopped the attack almost there. Those look, by the way, those little storm things, the mortal. It reminds me of the little things from Biomeat, and it scares me to know. Anyone ever read Biomeat? Fantastic. Not to weeb out here, but I am learning. A wonderful piece of survival. Okay, sorry about that. I literally just tapped out, and that happened with Death Sama. The bottom lane is going to be chased out by the Weaver again. Swarm is available. They're going to try round number 2. Death Sama's like, guys, I just want these creeps. I'm not even bothering you. I just want to roast some Satyr, eat it for dinner. But Payson is not letting him do so. Actually, well, that Satyr dies to the Firefly, and look at those sticky napalm stacks. This Hellbear Smasher looking like he's just fresh out of the BP oil spill. And Payson. Oh. Not gonna find Death Sama. It continues. It's just the same thing over and over again, right? Just a bit of aggression in the bottom lane, try to push the battery away, but no kills yet. As the Queen of Pain gets more and more last hits, and the Void does the same. He's just trying to withstand the puck. He's level 8, the whole level above him. That's level 8. Oh, careful. That's Sama, by the way, in the bottom lane is Payson. As the Gemini attack together with the Chilling Touch. Hard thing to deal with. Death Sama though does have a last soon. The magic stick charges, giving him enough mana to use it. However, no blink dagger. It seems like the objective is someone else, or maybe the Shrine up. The Shrine still has 2 minutes to go, and in the mid lane, Alacrity just stole a haste rune and might be able to harass the puck a bit. They even force him out of lane. Alacrity, this is your stroke of luck. This is time to farm some creeps. Woo, Alacrity, get some last hits. No, Death Sama just stole it off. Well, Alacrity, don't. It's okay, man. Just keep harassing the puck. Push him away. Mace to the face. Mace to the face. There it is. Faceless Void. There's a reason why he maces you to the face, because he's tired of everyone else having eyes, and he does not. It's so unfair. EA now. Is he able to dispel that arcane curse? Probably with the last one damage. There it is. Dispels the silence as well. Sonic Wave barely clips him. That's enough to kill him. Jeet. Fantastic Sonic Wave. Properly angled to get the right hand of the Tide Hunter's back. Right hand side of Tide Hunter's back. Sure, in the kill. Minnow. EP. Tide Hunter. Did you joining in here in the top lane? He's Dota. Will be using some battery assault and went the wrong way. Cold Feet doesn't need to trigger. The damage is sufficient. Yang will go down. It's gonna be 5-4. A bit more advantage gain, or a bit more ground gain by Fire Dragoon, but Young Minds not letting go of their advantage just yet. As the puck still the top lead in net worth, but Void. Sorry, but Queen of Pain not too far behind. I was gonna say Void is absolutely far behind. He's gonna use the Corona though with time dilation as well. Yeah, going in. Last word will trigger in time. The puck will be silenced for too long. Phase shift is not gonna stop the silence from coming out. 4-16. Ooh, gonna die to Void's damage there. Alacrity taking that kill, and that's gonna be a recovery mechanism for the Void. Getting from 3,100, a whole 300 gold, 300 net worth, and now he's only 1k away from the puck. Who was leading from 1.5. Alacrity very happy with that, now able to farm the jungle a bit further. And more importantly, I think something he also wants to do a lot here is they start to get that Mask of Madness and really farm the jungle. Now, the top lane, we're seeing an Orchid being by here by Jeet. Orchid, that's going to be his first item as opposed to the Veil of Discord we typically buy. I don't disagree with that. Actually, it seems to have an insane amount of value this game. Don't upgrade to Bloodthorn. Seems to just ever since they took away the cooldown option. But do keep it as Orchid for a while. I would like to see an Orchid Shiva's build actually. Shiva seems to be the right thing to do. Ooh, lasso in the mid lane. The puck, stunned down. Can they combine this global silence? Still hit, but the puck evading with a phase shift. The puck just evaded silence with a phase shift. This is the counter initiation. The Ravishers 3. 2 are down. Alacrity forced to time block himself away. But Keys Dota is having none of this shit. Alacrity, where are you going? Keys Dota is just cutting him off, but Alacrity is finding the right way to go with the time with the time walks. And now the town portal scroll to go back. Yang in the bottom lane though might not be so lucky as he's being chased down, cogsed up, and Keys Dota now. Ooh, fissured inside. A beautiful fissure by Adam that forces Keys Dota to just TP. The tower has vision, but not enough to kill him. It's gonna be just Yang dying with Keys Dota barely making it out of there alive. Looks like this game is just not going the way of Young Minds. 416's puck is out of this world. He evaded earlier the last word silence. Now those global silence with the phase shift. I mean, I don't know if that was actual evasion or just pure chance, but this puck, man. 416 can even predict global silence. I think he saw the animation actually by Yang. And there is another chrono. Puck this time. You're not getting away. They know this. Sonic Wave and Scream of Pain. This puck is dead. Finally in favor of Fire Dragoon. Maintaining their lead. Alacrity still not dying. That Rocket Flare barely avoided. Wouldn't have killed him, I think. Yeah, it's only level 1 Rocket Flare, but he tried. You know, he tried. Like strength for this Weaver. Going to the gym, taking those proteins. I like it, pacing. Get a bit more of that muscle mass. And oh, Keys Dota. Gonna kill him to Yang. Battery wants to help him. Lucky flame break. Keys Dota still chasing for his kill. Deathstyle wants to join in, but instead just body blocking a beautiful fissure. Might just save his life. Might just save Yang from dying. Here's Payson is committing to the swarm. He is not gonna find Yang. And Payson instead is stuck in the trees with nothing to do. The Shikuchi, the time dilation will stop him from. Oh wait. No, time dilation is not going to. Okay, because it used a bit early. Payson still found with the lasso. Stunned out. Put behind the rocks. Payson, what are they doing? Just kill him. Put him behind the fissure. He's going to run away with the Shikuchi, but that Arcane Curse is dealing so much damage to him with a constant use of the Shikuchi there. He's going to try to TP in time, and they can't find him. He's going to be able to make it out alive. Wow, a slight misplay there by the batter, staying too long on one side of the fissure rather than just putting him on the other side. Or maybe putting him in the high ground. I mean, a bunch of things would have worked there. They didn't have mana for the time lapse anyway. It's very early, so time lapse cost a considerable amount of mana. So, it was odd that they chose to do that, frankly. Oh well. Oh well. You know, not every kill is necessary. Sometimes you just gotta let the guy go. Let the poor little guy go. Now, Death Sama. He's pacing. Okay, pacing. He pushes himself away. Nothing else. But some of those have a lot. No, it's not a lasso. That's why. Okay. He's Dota though. You're going into this lane. Swarm, giving vision of Death Sama. You can't outrun this. You already lost a Firefly. Hook shot base, but the Swarm is still hitting him. Death Sama using a Flame Break. Point blank. And the Swarm has to get rid of that little bug. Out goes the vision, but in goes the Geminate attack. And out goes Death Sama's life as Keys Dota stuck in the trees now versus Adam. It's a 1 versus 1 fight between a cow and a robot. Let's see who wins. The Silent Stop Puck though. Surprise Orchid as they come in. Sonic Wave committed and Puck is already dead. Keys Dota makes it out alive. But this Earthshaker still has the magic stick with the fissure. They want to continue this. There's definitely a possibility to do so. Sees him TP. Does not. What? Just magic stick. He didn't fissure in time. Instead they're going to go for Payson. Alacrity has the chrono. They combine it with the silence. Not what you want to do, stacking everything around. But hey, they got enough to kill the Weaver. FDG gladly taking those 2 valuable kills. The Puck and the Weaver. The dual pair, of course, that will win or are supposed to win the game. Young Minds. Whereas you have a little Tidehunter finally recovering, trying to go for the Mechanism. Now the Guardian Greaves already. Mechanism now already in his possession. Guardian Greaves being built afterwards. Let's see how FDG can deal with that healing. I mean, it's 15 minutes in. It's not really that big a deal. You just got a mech. Everyone's staying pretty low on net worth. Void though joining this team of low net worth peeps. However, he does have an aspect management option and oh, he lasted away. Cogs won't do anything but close him in with an angry bull. Now Jean wound up taking that kill with an Orchid to his name. Working wonders for him. Yule Setter will be the next option. Silences Alacrity in the bottom lane, just fighting against CK best he can. But hard cold and soft entirely. Committed though, you gotta admit, he is committed to killing EA. He doesn't have a chrono, so I guess he's just biding his time. Or not biding, I guess, wasting his time until the chrono comes back. Here in the mid lane. That's Sama. Trying to find the Weaver. There's a Rocket Fair. Trincle miss on both. Ajit will not be caught out here. He does the Orchid, so don't go onto him too hard. And again, Alacrity, look at this. He's just waiting out EA. Farming best he can. He knows that EA will not call for reinforcement right now because they have too much kill potential. Now that EA is fighting so hard, Alacrity knows he has to time off himself away. The Swarm will miss him. The Ravage is not used in time, even though it's point blank range. They do see him though. Time off him just 3 seconds. Alacrity playing with fire here as the Ravage will kill him any second. He's confident though. The tower will fall as in the top lane they actually get a kill onto the Ancient Apparition. How much intelligence? Ooh, look at that Silencer. With 10 intelligence, we're happy to say, Mr. Silencer, that you've just graduated from grade school. Let's hope that you can get a bit more and not graduate from high school, Silencer. Alright, here in the mid lane. Oh, beautiful invasion of the Scepter by the Puck. Sonic with him. 416. Still being harassed a bit in the bottom lane. Alacrity, the Chrono onto 3. This is what they were waiting for. The Ocean immediately TPs and the Global Silence with the Echo Slam. They just have to use it. Adam finds the Weaver. The Ravage comes too late. The Weaver's already dead. And now they go for Keys Dota or maybe EA. Who's the better target? Keys Dota. As he's been pushed back. That battery assault won't last too long, buddy. He goes down. They just have to stun out EA, but they can't. The Void committed to the Clockwork kill and had to get it before he stunned out the Tidehunter. The TP complete, and the kill is good. Or the escape is good, sorry. But they still get the Weaver. They wasted a bit, you know, a Chrono the Global Silence for all this. Sonic Wave before the Puck. But it was a pretty good initiation regardless. And I mean, they were just not expecting the Void to do that. That's why the Void kind of stayed around them, constantly hit them. He was making sure that they were just like animals, you know? You're kind of aware of his presence, you're getting used to the Void, and all of a sudden, oh my god, Void has a Chrono, I completely forgot about this. Yep, exactly, because you thought he was just there for farming, but turns out you were too close to a tower, and you took advantage of your lack of, what is it in this case, environmental awareness? Yeah. Spatial awareness. Spatial awareness is better than environmental awareness. I guess you're not aware of your environment, but in this case, I don't think it's the right usage. Right. In this top lane, Yang again is like, hey guys, I feel like dying, so I'm gonna position myself close to the Weaver. Goodbye. Oh wait, he's surviving for quite a long time. Gotta give him some credit. He did survive a while from being a support Silencer. And now 416 is being harassed slightly. The Firefly will find him. Can he face shift in time? A bit hard actually. A sticky napalm is starting to pile on, and they're gonna kill the Puck for the Silencer. So Yang ended up doing a really good deed here by forcing the Puck, or not really forcing him, but coercing. Yeah, as Dragoon. Yeah, it makes sense. Dragooning the Puck into, I think that's the right usage. Getting the Puck Dragoon into a bad situation. Love that word. I'm definitely gonna start using it more. And in these games, it's just easy. Major plus Silence equals Clockwork dead, right? Yeah, the Orchid will trigger to ensure that he doesn't go anywhere but the graveyard. However, I gotta give them some credit. That was a pretty good play by Yang. Now that I realize, oh, I don't know if it was a good play. I guess the Weaver could have just tried to attack him, but the rotations here by Pirate Dragoon have been pretty on point. They always use the TPs wisely. They're always aware about the TPs. Another great silence. I think the Weaver's not a good kill. Ajit will get yet another kill into the enemy carry. Adam being Ice Blasted and forced away, but still okay, as he did get the kill that he wanted anyway. Sama himself going for a 4-star. Voice after. Does he have the other components? He just recipe. Okay, he does. I was wondering, it's like, do you want the recipe because the picture looks cool? As someone gonna go for Blink Dagger 4th, typical Bat Rider build. You also already completed a Queen of Pain, the Orchid, nice Void. Recently-ish. We should have mentioned it because quite an important item time. It was around mid 17 or so. And now going for the Yasha next. Tide is Tide. Ooh, just full-on Carrier Tide. I missed that position because nobody really uses it anymore. But Carrier in old Dota played for a long time. He's the guy who carries all these little pipe mechanisms. Be a thing. Yes, but the Shukuchi still hits in the Swarm. Finally taking off, and the Fissure stops the Ravage comes a bit too late as Ajit's not caught in it. Yang will be stopped though and destroyed, and Desama able to TP in time. Not enough damage or enough stuns. In fact, the Chrono might still be available. In comes the Void, but the Ice Blast just hits him and it turns him from any further aggression. Nope, doesn't matter. Void's still gonna go in for the Puck. I don't think he has enough damage. The Fissure stops 3, and Alacrity just put himself in a death trap by silencing himself in front of 3 heroes. Very weird initiation by Fire Dragoon, and they might even lose more. Queen of Pain, TPing out. No, okay, you don't lose anything there because the battery TP's in time. You only really use Yang. You don't really care about Yang. Yang is worthless here. He's a silencer. So You don't lose a support, and you still go on for more with a chrono even wasted there. Seemed like a bit of a hasty decision, especially after the Ice Blast came. He was like, there, what do I do? What do I do? Chrono. But even after the chrono, you might as well just leave, right? You can't attack the puck and hope to kill him. You don't have enough damage even with Mask of Madness. But even like, just to add insult to injury, oh yeah. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he won't shatter. Maybe the available scope was fucking not enough. Come on, Yang, survive. He's just gonna make it out alive. Just barely, Yang managed to make it. Anyway, like I was saying, to add insult to injury, he even used the Mask of Madness without that chrono, which means that he had no option to escape. So he was just hoping to kill the puck and die, because the Mask of Madness silence that lasts for too long for you to use your time walk. So overall, the choices there by that Void were, I think he just backed. I think he just pressed a bunch of buttons. But, whatever. Yeah, what else can he do? Now. There it is, stunned out, the wave and might be in trouble. Dream Coil, nope, not helping him out as Adam just destroyed him. The Dream Coil is still stucking Adam to the ground. Adam still surviving for a couple more seconds, but the puck is going to kill him with a P shooter. Maybe not. You're in the shadows. Will finish him off. The hook shot finds. Ooh, nope. Finds absolutely nobody. Okay. Well, at least it was a kill on the Weaver. I think it's very much worth it, considering now it's a position 4, or position 3. So it's not even an offlaner you just took down. It was really just a support for your carry, your main carry, mind you. So yeah, that seems like it's going pretty nicely for the guys at FDG. Is that a Shadow Blade? A possible Silver Edge? Ooh, I like this idea, honestly, because you can stop this annoying Tidehunter from being able to cast his Ravage every single team fight. Just a simple Silver Edge. 5 seconds is more than enough to silence him. Long enough for you to win the team fight. Actually, with the top lane, Tyler just walked into that Chrono as Alacrity died, or as Goki died. I don't know, good that Silver Edge will come by. And Aghanim on the puck, apparently. Again, I don't really love that Aghanim, actually. You don't have any spells to really push the blocks into the pod, so you don't have any spell. And chasing after Yank, batteries all activated for not too long though. The silence the puck, forced to use the dual set. What's going on? And a Sonic Wave seems to be winning one as the Queen of Pain goes into the puck, tries to get the final hit, but won't be able to. The puck station is time. Now Yang in trouble as the gush hits him, slows him down. Yang being followed by 2. Clockwork with a no batteries on yet. Signs is done. He's Dota. Goes in, runs with a hook shot, but won't find anything. But Yang now stopped with the ice blast and probably going to go down. Adam suffers the same fate, and the 2 supports will die together. But in exchange for a Clockwork there, I guess is okay. That's not. It's definitely a bit more beneficial there for Young Mind. There's still only 2 supports. Queen of Pain there alive. We didn't waste a Sonic Wave though. I guess that's still more in benefit of Young Minds. I'm wondering how the Silver Edge will work out. I would expect more of Silver Edge on a Void if they're going to build it. Hey, Void, I think Blink Dagger is the better choice. He's still going to go for the Manta style versus a Blade Field. Something we don't see in Europe as often, but I love to see in SCA. I think Manta style is fantastic. And you're up against the Silencer anyway, and against the hero that can... You're up against, first of all, a Silencer, yes, but also against the hero that can stun you with Multi. You can prevent that easily with Manta style. Alright, Shadow Strike, hit CA. Going down. Slow the big giant down. Just further and further. Keep on Shadow Strike. Keep on Shadow Strike. Forced to use the hood. Ajit's like, okay, that's enough. I lost my Arcane Rune. I annoyed the Titan enough. I think my job here is done. Walk away. Lincoln, ooh, comes out on base, and this is a very important item, stopping the Bat Arrow from being so effective. The silences were still destroying, but Bat Arrow won't be as effective. Silencer's so close to graduating high school as well. With almost 20 intelligence to his name, he's going to become a powerful little silencer, won't he? A part of the workforce. A blue-collared man that works strongly, knowing the basics of mathematics, history, science, just any science really generically using in high school. And of course, linguistics and Latin. Death Sama, still aiming for that puck. Seems like an easy kill, isn't it? The Blink Dagger is available, so he's not going to be able to cancel it. The hook shot, though, will still find him, but just barely. And Death Sama forcing himself out. The Silencer The Weaver dusted up. They have the Orchid, so that's an extra silence. Weaver doesn't have the time left. So they silence him again. Global silence. For a minute, yes, it will. As the Orchid just popped, but they do have enough damage to finish off this Weaver before. Oh, Parson! Even with a global silence on him, he's able to just silence himself away. Adam goes down, and soon will be the Queen of Fate as well. Yosef up, and the blink will not come in time. Too long a cast point, as Yang himself is also being chased down by a battery assaulting Clockwork, and ends up assaulting him in his face. Alacrity is just from behind, not wanting to engage here, as the rest of the Young Minds clear the lane and proceed to go for more, for a tower or whatever else. Oh, the Alicia kill. Yep, that's a good kill. Alacrity. Ooh, that's a very good kill. Solving the pipe for like 4 minutes. That's not bad at all. And getting around the same goal as the tower gives you. So I think that's being pretty good. Pretty good. They defend this though is the question. It's still the Chrono. No global signs though. That might just be I don't think it's gonna be that. They have a way to defend this. They also I completely forgot that. Silence up Yang. They can't do much, but he can't have global silence anyway. There's the Chrono on the 2. They suck the Weaver. Oh, Ravage though finds the poor places Void. He's forced to back off. There's the Echo Stamp keeping the Weaver's thumb. The Dream Flow stopping from combining. And now there's the Lasso getting the puck. They want to stop 416 from being so annoyed, but nobody's dying here. The Firefly, the spells are going everywhere, but only people from Fire Dragoon are dying. Finally getting the kill onto the support enemy team. The Garden Gauge is not good enough as the puck does go down. Finally, EA staying against 3, not the wisest of choice. Alacrity hitting way too hard. Just a single stun is needed as he keeps us away, unable to do so. Yosef stops him. EA will go down. It's gonna be 2 cores plus 1 support for the price of a single support here. And of course, tier 3, they have to do something with this. Perhaps take a Roshan, perhaps take a tier 3. Do something so they can not lose slowly to Young Minds and lineup. Especially that Tidehunter's been working wonders with the Garden Gates especially. And yep, there they go. Roshan, much like I was indicating. The Shadow Strike. Shadow Strike. Shadow Strike. Shadow Strike. The Ice Blast will stop him from being too effective. He still wants to join in. And there's a 3-man rotation. He's doing it with a chilling shot. Considering to use that hook shot. Oh, Adam and Chen got him. Doesn't find anyone, and the hook shot does. Alacrity, but oh, the global silence surprise. Clockwork can't cast any spells anymore. Clockwork will go down first. Keys Dota is dead, and Death Sama's looking for more, but won't find it. Instead, he'll decide to go for some juicy ancient apparition. Then Samoka finds the puck. What a perfect target. He's been stunned down again. Silent Sonic Wave, and the puck is gone. No more initiation for you as he lost the clock and the puck. Only Tyler is left, but he doesn't have his Ravage, and Payson might have just jumped into the wolf's mouth. Yang wants to kill the ancient apparition. He graduated high school and is on his way to graduate from university, becoming a software engineer. Look at Yang be so smart. He just wanted to get that last kill, but EA walks in. They know there's no Ravage, or they should know there's no Ravage, but can they really finish him off? The last word silences him up, and there's Alacrity going into Roshan again. A swimming Tidehunter. Walks in just to scare him. They don't really have much HP and no items to really regen, so they just have to wait for the shrine to come online, but it's too long off. They go all for the same shrine, but it's very far away. They're gonna have to all TP right in time. They can't let the Roshan go, but they have nothing to do. Oh, the Chrono though finds 2, and the Weaver's the perfect target. Silence for a really long time. The Ravage comes in, counter initiation with the Ice Blast. Alacrity will have to die, and Payson just barely survives. With the last second time, Ajit will not be so lucky. He's gonna be Ice Blasted and shattered away. 2 cores dead, and the Roshan for free. A Chrono that ended up being more productive for the enemy team. The Young Minds now will take the lead. Whew, that was hard, huh? That was very hard. I think I hit them harder and harder. How do you stomach that? How do you stomach that as the guys in Fire Dragoon? You lost the Chrono. You lost the team fight because the Chrono Ice Blast, or a Chrono set up the perfect Ice Blast, because your Void did not really position himself, because he wasn't really thinking about the Ice Blast. And all because they decided not to go for the Ancient Apparition. Earlier, when Yang was thinking, should I kill the Ancient Apparition, he decided not to. Yeah, it cost them pretty early. As Young Minds go for more, and the racks are the objective this time. And this time, they don't have a Void to defend them with. They do have Echo Slam from the Earthquaker. Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's sufficient. Minds, taking 2 racks. for more soon. Effective now. Out in the top lane. If we want to go for main creeps, this Fire Dragoon cannot let this happen. That's Summer. So fresh, you have to kill immediately. No more Ravages for you. And the Tidehunter's down. I mean, his Ravager's down anyway, but I guess they killed him anyway. That's good. Ajit stops the TP. Goodbye, Ancient Apparition. That Candellation even stops the clock from moving too far. The Chrono available. Can they kill the Weaver? Chrono not going to commit to it entirely. Payson Shukuching himself away. The Chrono's still here. Still here. You know, that's really all they need. Chrono? Oh, what a time lapse. Actually, not the best time lapse. Everyone jumps on the Weaver, and it's a party. A party the Weaver is not going to be too happy to find herself in. Hungover, annoyed, now stunned, and destroyed. Goodbye, Mr. Payson. And FTG take yet another kill. And that's going to be 3-0. I'm on a rhyming spree. That nice to see. Alright, FTG taking down 3, which is pretty good, frankly, considering the fact that those racks fell. All you can really do for it. 2K lead only for a team who took racks. You can deal with that. Especially a team that does have a favorable late game. Also, the Diffusal Blade will help avoid so much more damage. And he finally is able to buy it. 36 minutes in. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, the Puck's been silenced. It's a Sonic Wave to finish him up. Goodbye, Mr. Puck. Goodbye, he says, as my bat comes out on the screen. Doesn't know what to do but scream. What a great vision. Well, Clockwork, where do you go? But in your cogs. And your cogs is the only way to go to. And he's going for Aghanim, so that's going to delay a very valuable item for the enemy team. That Ags, I mean, those hook shots can be really, really useful. That Silver Edge, by the way, for Aji was such a clever pickup. I love it, as opposed to Alacrity, because he's able to more consistently get that break off. And now the next choice for him is not a Shiva, but a Bloodthorn. I still like the Shiva a lot. I think the Shiva, especially now with the Silver Edge, just all the time it's just so good. And no way the Weaver's gonna die here. The batter's not going for that. Yeah, it's just a time real Weaver. Both are difficult targets. One more for take it off. And I mean, this Sword sees it completely, so that's why he couldn't. Batter does have Aghanim's though. Wow, I did not even notice this. That someone just must have recently bought the Aghanim. That's gonna add a bit of damage to the lasso, which is not bad. That's a 400 damage to the lasso. That's like a level 1 Finger of Death, more or less. A bit less than Finger of Death. But it's okay. It's okay. But the big thing here is to being able to battle, especially like this. Oh, the Ravage. Oh, I guess you stopped the Void. The Ravage used that. Yang might have to suffer the same fate. There's 416 joining in. The Old Center still available. There's no way Yang is getting away from this. The Ice Force things. There is ensuring that the cold feet triggers if anything, but they've separated this team fight, and look at that lasso fighting too. Hershey wants to join with the Echo Sun. They can still kill a Tidehunter at least, and they will kill the Clockwork first. Oh, the Garden Greaves last second saves both of them. EA is not dying. He's way too tanky. Archie might not be so lucky. The Iron Shaker's gonna die as well. Death Sama in the middle of the fray, gonna be stopped by 3. All dead. It's a team wipe, and thanks to the right Garden Greaves, EA even survives it. It's gonna be. It just might be game. It might just be game. There's no way for Fire Dragoon to defend these racks. That's gonna be at least another lane of racks, if not 2, depending on how aggressive this is played. Young Minds will be coming back on this second game. Magnificently done so. Relax, you're doing fine. They say new meta. At Tidehunter guarding Greaves, the last second heals. The play that wins the game. The what, $2,000 guarding Greaves? No, not really. I'm just putting like way too much emotion here. I wish this game meant much more. They're playing really well. And the buybacks come out. No surprise there. Oh, they 2 lanes of rack slots though. Not looking too good for Fire Dragoon. Not looking too good at all. Just trying to delay this game, try to get some more thinking time. Now, of course, they can still win, but it's hard. SCA is not particularly good at making comebacks. In fact, they're much better at not ever making comebacks. They're very much of a crushing, and I'll crush you until you stop being crushed. I'll crush you until I win. But all things said and considered, it is true that SCA does do one thing very well, and that is throwing. So that can still happen. That can still happen if Young Minds has his stab really good. Or really just feel like feeding. Sometimes they might just be like, you know what feels great now? Is sacrifice 4 of my people with the enemy team. That happens. I've seen that happen. I can attest to it. The region's great, but those things will happen. Diffusal Blade will be next item on waiver. Oh, she's going. Wow, she's gonna steal a page off the Void's book and says, I'm gonna go for my own monster style Diffusal Blade, except the feedback on ranged illusions is much better. So it's not that. But oh well. I think it's half. The BKB is next time on the Void. Seems like a right choice considering what just happened earlier. BKB or a way to dispel the silence besides the monster style is a good idea. Or stuns in general as well. Let's just double smoke. I think they see the Void leaders, but don't want to deal with them. Makes sense. The smoke might be really good to top the Void. Okay. The Ice Blast. They find 2 cores. 2 cores in the luckiest position possible. Even the blink kills them because the Dream Coil just snatching. That was ridiculous. Killed the Queen of Pain almost for free. She just blinked in. Should have had no clue the smoke was happening. And they took full advantage of this fact. With this, they will be taken down. Let's set up Drax. Maybe the last one. And FGG had to do something. Oh no, that's not the Weaver, but they ended up damage. They do indeed. The Weaver's dead. That's good. And there's no Ravage here to help him anyway. Lasso onto 2 with the Echo Slam onto everyone, but still the Ancient Apparition surviving. Finally burnt down. This poor Ancient Apparition will not survive to see another day. Alacrity does have to force. They have to force a dieback off him, so he can't die again. He does get another kill onto the Clockwork. EA just trying to force it dieback here as the Weaver continues to push here. As he just bought back and time-lapse back in, of course. A Dream Coiled Puck that just finds the batter to force him away. His team fight Alacrity using the Mask of Manaskin. They punish him while this is happening. Gets him with the lucky stun. Alacrity still hitting the Weaver. Look at those stuns go on. And Adam even joins in. A 416 silences him up finally. That Sama joins, but he doesn't have an lasso just yet. And the Weaver is going to be stunned by a very lucky Void who ends up getting that kill. EA just trying to get some time for 416 and take these racks down. These racks mean everything for them. They have to take in the final defense. The Screams are not taking them. 416 with the final pea shooter trick. Everyone's dead on Young Minds. But it was worth it as far as Dragoon guys now have to fighting against Mega Creeps. If anything, they have to push down mid and try to win that way. And with this, gonna continue putting some pressure down the mid lane. The only option they really have. I really question if it's the right one though, frankly. That's FTG. Let them go. Attacking those creeps, trying to get that tower soon, but just a bit of ice vortexing. Be enough. And those Megakis will continue to push and push and push, and nothing the battery can do to stop it. Frankly, at this point, unless you have a very clear plan. And they do seem to have a clear plan though, taking these towers. They're gonna try to push one last time. I think balls to the wall is a strategy. It's the best thing for them to do. Not stress too much on the Megakis, which is an important factor to consider. Because you don't want to, play too much on the Megakis. They find the Ancient Apparition. Seems like an easy kill. In fact, with the Glimmer Kid, they still get him. That's already a dead Ancient Apparition. And just need to go for tier 3 and then tier 4. So you can the idea is better defense slowly but steadily. Tier 3 definitely lost. The Gush though, ooh, that is Aghanim's Gush. It's very annoying when he's pushing through. Misses, but he's still time dilation. Stopping Fusion any further spread. Also being slowed heavily. The Void just go down though. The Silence really effective. There's no dig on this block. Lucky for them, the Americans are doing a work on the Void. The Corona finally finds the Weaver, and the Global Silence prevent any further initiation, but the Tidal just already dispelled it with a Gush and a Ravage. The Void is dead, and Adam might just join him in the Land of the Dead. Goodbye, game, it says. Fire Dragoon says goodbye to the game with a GG. That's going to be a best of 3 that goes to the last game yet again. Young Minds making the second victory. Let's see if Dragoon can take the third of Young Minds will come back after that first loss in a sure 2-1 victory they were looking for. My name's been D Swordfish. Hope you've enjoyed the cast today, and I will be back very soon. Next game of the day between Fire Dragoon and Young. That's that.
First blood.
Your middle tower is falling.
You think Kunka knew I stole his rum?
Hey, watch my head.
Hey, little buddy, it's in the bag.
XBet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO, casino and live dealers. Highest payouts, 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBet.
Everything's better with Scepter. Oh, yeah!
Radiant victory.
XBet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO, casino and live dealers. Highest payouts, 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBet.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Prodota Cup by Smashcast TV. We are here in what might be the last match of the day, depending on some rescheduling issues between Young Minds and Fire Dragoon. That's certainly going to be the last match. This is a best of 3, well the best will win, and the best has not been determined yet. It's going to be determined with this last match, which is a free-for-all, which is why Fire Dragoon are taking out their big guns. Yes, we're seeing a Naga Siren. Ooh, yay! I didn't want to sleep anyway or eat breakfast. Lovely. Please make this an 80. If you're at it, might as well. Let's make it a 2-hour game, 3 hours. Why not? Fucking sleep, everyone. All right, Fire Dragoon. let's be honest for a second. Fire Dragoon have nice setup. Naga Siren with the Earthshaker. You know, Echo Slam plus the song works really nicely. In addition to the Blood Rite actually being an area silence that is very easy to use with a song. So that's a lot of consideration to make. That actually works really well. They have a good pair of supports with one long range stun. Assuming Earthshaker is support, because I'm just assuming that. Because they just ran it last game, though they could run it in the offlane. But assuming these two other supports, you have a long range stun, a short range stun, perfect for them. A short long range stun, so a short duration long range stun and a long duration short range stun. Perfect setup for the Shadow Shaman. In addition to 2 heroes that can do pretty well in the lane without being bothered too much, so these heroes can roam around fine. Naga Siren actually has pretty good control of the lane, so does Bloodseeker. Fine. Now, Young Minds, what are the choices? A bit more of team with the Ancient Apparition Clock that went so well last game, and I have to this the right choice to make. This time combining with the Faceless Void, so they will have themselves the crew in combination with the Ice Blast Rocket Flame. So a lot of global potential from these guys, and a Puck again. I'm assuming for the mid lane because of how well 460 hero and how dominating Puck. So congratulations, Young Minds. I think you have the better team now. I think you have the better lineup right now because you have a lot of pick-off potential with Fire Dragoon early game, but pick-off potential is much stronger in the mid game, or in the mid game, where it really matters because being much valuable. Your lanes are not as strong as Fire Dragoon, but they're not particularly weak. You should be able to both get last hits. It's not like Fire Dragoon can harass you either, or like what they can do is sustain themselves in lane and not lose the lane, but win it. And of course, when it comes to the mid game, late game, especially those team fights, you have a Puck and a Faceless Void to rely on, in addition to mission, which also adds a bit fair bit of pain. It's very hard for you to be able to really counter this. I actually think Young Minds is a very good line as well. I mean, the Faceless Void now in the off lane, so you can go for the Vlad, so a bit more utility, which they enjoy a lot. Queen of Pain, Ancient Apparition, enough damage with the Chrono. You add a Puck as well to it. Oof.
Phantom
I think it's going to Pain carry. Oh, actually, no, it could be Puck. I don't know what am I saying. Puck could go off lane. And the final choice for Fire Dragoon is going to be Ajit on the Phantom Lancer. So even though my point stands about long range stun in the form of Naga Siren, it's going to be a Naga Siren support, which I thank you. Oh my god, Fire Dragoon, you heard my prayers. We're not going to have an 80-minute game. I love you. And they still have the setup from the Song of the Siren, which is particularly good. A setup that still works nicely with Blood Rite, that still works nicely with Echo Slam. An Echo Slam that will be from an offlane Earthshaker, meaning more damage, or not necessarily more damage, but it's going to come with a more of a pack-a-punch, considering the Earthshaker can combine that with an Enchant Totem, among other things. And you also have Phantom Lancer, which is a hero that with a Spirit Lance, a single Spirit Lance, with an Aghanims, of course, you're able to create a bunch of illusions right off that song, which is another great setup. Or not really necessarily a setup, more of an initiation. Right? You have a lot of good healthy nature, pure and physical damage in your team. Whereas the enemy team, all they really have is a bit of that magical team fight. So you do have a really nice late game as well yourselves. I don't know if the Void carry, I'm such a big fan of it. I don't think Payson has been playing carries that suit the style of play that a Void would usually have, but we'll see. Yeah, it ends up being for him. Frankly, I am curious. I am curious at that. Fire Dragoon. I do want to see this Naga Siren in action. I want to see if it can do the combinations properly. Whereas Young Minds is a much easier draft to execute, not so much of a wombo combo strat. But ooh, intelligent use of the Ancient Apparition. You don't have the stronger lanes per se, or you do have the stronger lanes, but much more sustained hits. So you take advantage of the level 1 ability for Ancient Apparition. Lackery is very well positioned here, but they just saw him. No, they just pinged some. Yeah, they know someone's going to be dealing with that assault. They find a Lackery, they come into this side of the tower. The tower hits really hard to tier 2 already. You're fighting against Lackery. About to go down, but luckily the trees, using the trees properly. That tower dealt a lot of damage to 3 heroes That's the Queen of Pain, pretty low on HP, the Clockwork as well, and the Ancient Apparition losing a bit, and you don't really want to fight now. Even though the Chili Dish is a very powerful ability, I don't know if it's enough to sustain all the damage you took from a tier 3. And now you're also being forced away from the bounty, so you actually got nothing because you dove that tower. And Adam is just looking for that KO onto Puck, but of course he can't because the Ensnare would not stop the Illusory Orb Jaunt, and the Riptide would not be good enough to really kill the Puck ever. It could be Alacrity. Oh, going in the offlane with a blood. Okay. Thinking that's gonna be some sort of offensive tri-lead. No, just rotation by Death-sama, which is why he took the other room. I suppose not bad for the offlaner. Actually, I don't know what he thought. Could have enough for 4-man shield. Yo, what a sec. Anyway, the top lane actually started harassing EA. Bit Yang with the shackles actually fair bit of damage. Look at him go with the auto attacking, also harassing the Puck heavily. In the mid lane is going to be a Queen of Pain versus a Phantom Lancer. One of the better matchups for the Phantom Lancer, honestly, because you can dispel that Shadow Strike easily with a Doppelganger. And an early level of Phantom Rush allows him to get the most last hits and harass the Queen of Pain even a bit. Spirit Lance adding to that harassment further. And the Queen of Pain is forced into Scream of Pain build, which is fine when you want to gank lanes, but it's not particularly good for the domination, as you really push the lane by accident, which is not something the Phantom Lancer needs to do to keep the forward lane. So I just kind of like it, this matchup with Joker. Adam Jones. Look at him go. He's like, I'm gonna Riptide here. I don't care if this creeps. Just let me through, guys. I'm gonna Riptide, and he does, he gets it. And Queen of Pain doesn't have the highest armor in the game, like, he's very mediocre armor, very starting armor. And the no talisman helps a bit, but not enough to actually offset the Riptide minus armor, which could lead to a kill. It's an odd spell to go for first, though. I find the Ensnare a bit more useful than Riptide just because of the 2-second stun, as opposed to Riptide just being 110 damage in addition to 120 damage, sorry. In addition to a bit of armor reduction. As a level 1 goes, I suppose there's more harassment though for the lane. Yeah, this is a trend that we've seen on a lot of supports where they just kind of go for this. Oh, very nice move. That's a nice blink at 416. Regains a lot of mana, a bit of HP, but doesn't really matter. The bond is with on the south. Yeah, it is. So, it's this trend that we've seen on position 4s often where they try to dominate the lane. That's why the type build. You know, similar, we've seen a lot of Spirit Breaker charge first rather than Vader dash. And Adam, still harassing. I mean, he's doing a good job of at least forcing him out, or not, or he's making it so that the Queen of Pain, if she wants to really commit to a kill for the Phantom Lancer, she has to put herself in such a position that she might die herself. And that's not a position you ever want to be in. Now they see 416 as well. They have the Ensnare. Adam is committing to this kill. He should be doing so. Ooh, that blink. Last second, Adam could not get that final dice, and the Queen of Pain will still enjoy harassing him slightly as the Battery Assaulting Clockwork comes from behind, ready to get the first blood. Adam trying to go in between the creeps, but will not be divided among them. It's going to be the first blood going to Keys Noda. A lot of gold in favor of this Clockwork. Frankly, quite happy with that. Adam, give him the bottle so he can heal it, keep it fit, or really just fill it back, because he just got fill it. The good thing about Adam is, or his death, is that he didn't really give himself up to 416, so that's pretty good. He's only a Clockwork, which I guess he could do a bit with that. Oh, Shackle's fine for the Bucks. Not enough damage to stop him. No blood right either. He have only one level of blood. Okay, what did EA just do? Okay, bye-bye EA. Yep, he was confident that he could jaunt that much and be okay, but he wasn't. Okay, he just got killed. That's a kill on the Puck, much more important than killing Nagasaran, even if that's not your first blood. You're stopping a Puck from farming and getting experience, especially offlaner, especially offlane Puck, you're better. And oh, the ensnare on the courier. Clever play by Adam. Oh no, Adam misclicked there and did not get the final hit on the courier. In fact, he does know though, there's no blink on the Queen of Pain. Just got an Arcane Rune, the ensnare available, stop her, but they should have the blink. Spirit Lance as well. 416 has the blink last second. Should have saved up that ensnare. I don't know if it's necessary. They keep forcing her out of the lane, but they don't exactly concrete anything. So that's important. They really need to finish off that kill. But Adam can take a bit of experience off this, because otherwise his roaming support is Best off with a cold feet and star. Very lucky time mark. It's really close, solid, and subsequently destroyed. Death Saga shattered down to the ground. Lucky stun by Payson. It's only a 15 dancing. Got it. You got it, boys. Well, aggression continues. In this case, from Fire Dragoon. Winning it. Yeah, just with a possibility brute. I like the thing that Adam is using. I like the fact that Adam is using it to prevent kill. Because the Nagasar does not offer you too much in the lane. Does not offer you too much in the lane in terms of pressure you can put up. His damage is not really that great. His auto attacking is terrible, especially for being a melee support. You know, his base attack damage is horrendous for being a melee support. But he does make up for it for the fact that he has a long range, long duration root that is really, really hard to get. Like, you really can't feel it. Oh, okay, has been hit by the rupture. His blood is flowing as he jumps to the orb, tries to get away, but the Shadow Shaman is there, ensuring that he gets a kill. Riptide plus the hit from Adam and Yang to ensure the kill on this poor little pucker. And the puck will go down. That's another kill for in favor in this case. Fire Dragoon, a bit more experience off by Puck. To the bottom lane to see that someone died because he wants to join in the graveyard. But share a coffin. Okay, Adam, we'll grant you that request, says Young Monk. To take another kill onto him. They are punishing Death Sum as much as FDG is punishing this poor little puck by the name of EA. And I don't really. I think in the end, you're just getting the better part of the engagement if you already got mines, because you already got a kill in the mid lane anyway. The Phantom Lancer's doing better in the mid lane than the Queen of Pain by a lot, but you are doing more. Your support seems to be doing more work just by staying and rotating. Ajit is doing a really good job here in the mid lane, and so is the Bloodseeker. I mean, the difference in last between Ajit and the Queen of Pain is the Bloodseeker and the Void as well. I mean, it's a bit of a but the Void's getting better. With this last kill on this time, it's pretty sure. Timing it even. Oh, one more kill on EA. Payson needs to get that revenge kill, and he will. But he might just die as a result. No root to stop him from time marching away. He's still going to be seen, though. That thirst ensures that they can see him. Payson's aware of this, of course, and Bloodseeker don't bad him. Of course, that team fight in the bottom lane actually helped out to get that kill, probably as the fucking top lane. It's going to end up being 3-3, I believe. Yep. Both offlaners dying quite a lot with 2 kills on top of that onto Adam, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So it's, well, I mean, I guess the kills onto Adam aren't that big a deal. He's really just a magic guy. Really just a should have specified that part. That's the important part, right? So, okay. Alright. I don't think they should worry too much. If you're Fire Dragoon. Your lanes did what they could. Your supports did not gank as much as you would like to, but you do have a 1k lead, which is probably because of Phantom Lancer. And on top of that, you have. Let me just generally him. In the late game with the Phantom Lancer, Bloodseeker doesn't do that badly in the game. He actually does really. So overall, Fire Dragoon can play this a bit safer. Don't go for as many kills. Wait this mid game out. Because the mid game is going to be true help. The game is definitely Young Minds. And now, they're gonna get the upper hand of the score of the offlaner kills by taking down the Earthshaker and getting that 4th death up on the Earthshaker, the 4th kill down in the bottom lane in favor of the Void, who might not be beating the Bloodseeker in terms of last hits, and certainly not anymore, who Bloodseeker just took like a head start by going to the jungle, but he is still pretty equal to him in terms of farm due to those kills, and of course, almost rivaling the Phantom Lancer despite again the last hit difference of 13 because of those kills. Which is good. It's pretty good on the Void. I mean, it's much better than the Void we saw earlier this last game, I believe it was, yeah, who kind of paled in comparison to his lack of items. I would like to see a Midas on this Void as opposed to a typical utility build or early damage build. I think the Midas is so good to be able to itemize as much as you want with them, because Midas gives you that versatility in terms of items because of the extra gold you get. I don't see it offering enough. Oh, okay. Okay, cast break, find the blood right, and something's gonna be really more effective against again, will barely survive. No, that cold feet triggering and ensuring it's dead. Shoti now attacking the Bloodseeker, but dying in the process. Yeah, that rupture ensured that the Ancient Apparition wasn't going anywhere. I wonder what happens if Ancient Apparition bleeds though. Does he bleed ice cream? Does he feel like a chocolate covered trail? Does he walk fast? I want to see that. I want to taste that. The Ancient Apparition tastes nice. Will it taste like ice cream? Or will it taste like the Japanese ice cream, which is pretty much just ice? All the ice cream. I think the Chinese do that as well. Anyway, FPG Fire Dragoon are going to continue pushing this lane here in the mid lane, trying to take that tier 1. This was they can find the monster can put a lot of pressure in the lane. He wants to use his illusions for good and try to take it out. I think that's a good idea. He has a catapult. As you go at Speed of Pain, actually maxing the Speed of Pain very early. Only 1 level in Shadow Strike, no 2 points because even though that's a typical build, terrible doesn't. Definitely adapt. It does go for the extra Spirit Lance damage, which might be indicator. I mean, it's usually better than the attack speed, but it is still an indication that you are leaning towards the Aghanim's build, which I think is the right choice. Alacrity with this Midas has finally really set himself apart from others, and that's usually good for Bloodseeker. I wish he did not go for the Radiance build, frankly. I wish he went for the Sons of Yasha this game because of how much difference there is between the enemy team. But Radiance is a really good item for Bloodseeker, especially if you want to sustain it to the lane. Just because of how much utility it gives you. Sorry, it improves your farming potential on Bloodseeker, right? Which is huge because Bloodseeker in general, not that good. Not that good at farming. It also helps you regenerate team fights by killing a creep by accident just to do your radiance damage. Any sort of AoE damage that's magical is great as well with Blood Rage. And of course, on top of that, it gives you a mischance, which is a great defensive way to defend yourself. It's a great defensive tool when you have Blood Rage on and you have extra damage. By the way, in the bottom lane, they just killed the Shadow Shot. I don't think it's a big deal to mention. This hook shot might get bigger than Alacrity's careful hit it. Use the silence immediately. That fissure. Alacrity stuck in the cog. They strike the moment with the Echo Sun. Get a kill right in the clock. We're going to have Vixen. We're fighting with this 2. Great Sonic Wave. We'll stop Death Stalin for now. Alacrity will die here as Adam just roots down the Queen of Pain, forcing her not to blink any further. The Shrine is activated. The 2 support, the offlane and support want to survive this. And Payson, no hit said Adam. The Shackles find the Queen of Pain. She has no mana anymore, so she can't stun out anyway. And Fire Dragoon will get those 3 kills on the enemy team. Go for more. The tower in the score. Oh. They go. Here in the mid lane, Phantom Monster. I was gonna say Phantom Lance for attack. He's just gonna be farming the jungle instead. Aji is deciding to sit up. I wonder what his next item will be. I'm really curious what build he goes for. Aghanims, or it's gonna be straight up Diffuse Blade, or maybe straight up Crowd. He did go for Tread, so that would be weird. Right, so probably not the choice. This puck, by the way, is not as good as yet. Whereas that's someone so far away from it, but I think the puck likes that his blink tag a bit earlier, especially because you forced him not to get a ability to swim. He did go for the Soul Ring, which is a very popular item. That's not really worth it. As for the Void, by the way, he did go for the Massive Menace build. No Midas on him. Not too happy about that, as the Queen of Pain herself decided to go for this immediately after. The right choice. You're facing roots, you're facing silences, you're facing so many things. And I think the Yosa turns the right choice. You can also cancel TP, which Queen of Pain usually struggles with. It's particularly a good item on the lack of canceling. The same reason why Bloodseeker might get Yosa. It's just a good item on heroes that really need that extra stun. It's instant, it's easy to use, it's targeted in that sense, right? It's instant, so it has 0 cast point and raging in addition to being an offensive item, and it gives you more movement speed for extra power if you're any hero. So in general, it's pretty good. Queen of Pain also suffers a bit in the early game from mana problems, so the mana regen from Ghost Scepter is very welcome. Now, base bottom right board. Here. Oh, hexed up. Shackles? Where's the Shackles? Yeah, they found her. That Shackles a really long time. 3.5 seconds. She's been rooted down. No Yule Scepter to save her. Queen of Pain will go down. See, if she had the Yule Scepter there, she might have. Oh, Mask of Madness, by the way, complete now on the Void for a second after that with the Bloodseeker because they look so alike, the Mask of Madness and the Bloodseeker. Maybe it is literally just Bloodseeker's face. Oh well. The kill 500 will be pretty important, but it's only 3 minutes in, so what can a mid kill do? They're already starting to take a really heavy lead. I wish they'd done the second game as opposed to delay it to a third one, but hey, they wanted to build up the excitement. 6k lead for their team, who is anyway better than the Young Mind team in the late game round. So you still have that security that in the late game you're fine. That mid game is not starting to shape up exactly as Young Minds wanted. They was hoping for more secure lane, less kills in favor of MPG, and more importantly, after we dominate so much by these Dragoon falling out of control, and the Bloodseeker as well. If they get a Radiance by the time that your team is starting to really fight and manage items, the Radiance can cancel Blink Daggers on Puck, and stop the Void from being too effective in the middle of the Chrono, especially when you rely solely on the damage of the Mask of Madness and Time Block. Not time block, right? And I mean, the Phantom Lancer might even be able to go yeah. So he's not gonna go fragment just yet. First Diffusal Blade. He's gonna be able to get Diffusal Blade before your team can do anything really, can get any other core items. And that's dangerous because they will have the advantage in the initiation. You already have the Blink Dagger and the Earthshaker, so there's absolutely no reason why Fire Dragoon doesn't want to fight right now. Attacking. Oh. Something has to fall. There you go. Here's bottom lane. We're so further. They also attack the tower constantly. Likely as well. Likely to hit the silence. Misses Payson entirely. And the song of the silence is saving everyone. A hook shot that even misses. Thanks to the song. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now Keith Dota is stuck in the cog. He's even been ruptured. The Phantom Lancer would have been to fight this. He already took away all the mana from Keith Dota. They rooted him just in case to keep the clock in place. And now a silent stop Earthshaker is just forced to keep you away. He cancels the TPs, does the Echo Slam. Careful Payson. You don't want to fight this. The Fissure finds two. And the first one to die will be the Queen of Pain. Not the Echo Slam. Ooh, came a bit too late. Payson might still be able to survive this. Another Spirit Lance to the face. And Payson will go down eventually. Bloodseeker still alive. Alacrity running away. Thanks to the Thirst he's got in the root down Clockworks. They already destroyed the Ancient Apparition. No. He's able to TP away himself as well. A lot of TPs, no deaths just yet. Only Void dying for an Earthshaker. Seems fair. And now EA, though, he's been found. His Automon and the Shackles will lock him down. A stunned out Puck in favor, in a trade for the Death Sama Earthshaker offlaner. Seems appropriate. Look, just as I was saying earlier, Yule Scepter for Alacrity, who already got his Radiance. Now the teamfight potential is full for FTG, and you already saw how much damage Phantom Lancer can do. Going for a straight up Blink Dagger just to amplify his ability. In this case, it's definitely the right choice. You can burst down anyone from the enemy team without much trouble. No reason why you wouldn't want to do that. We'll find this 4-shadow shot. X is up the Clockwork, but can't shackle him entirely. Yang doesn't really know what to do but to sacrifice himself. However, he does have a Blink Dagger already, so he's more than happy to die. He probably lose much gold for that, and it's just a kill on the support. He gave some space for his team. How did you do this kind of double damage answers? Okay. That'd be sarcastic. Let's see how fast he can farm his Blink Dagger though, because that Blink Dagger will be vital to keeping the Queen of Pain in place. Oh! Alacrity did not go for Radiance. I didn't even check what the courier had. Alacrity instead went for Aghanim's with a Yule Scepter. I like that a lot, actually. He played more of a support role. He's kind of recognized it. You know, it's mid game, and he said, yeah, Phantom Lancer's pretty fun. I can probably rely on him as being the main character. Can I just become more of the utility carry so often? He's not in. Root down and silence up Void. What do you do but die here? It's just, there's nothing that the Void was able to do to stop that, but, you know, activate that. He has something he has none of those. He's going for Diffusal Blade. He's going for straight up damage and he's for the use ability items. That's only one of the ruptures wasted. Oh no, he wasted. Oh, I didn't. Usually they're very clear. I would like to see a 4-stab as well on the Shadow Shaman and on the Earth Shaker. Talking about it, just take advantage of the rupture. I'm assuming he's gonna go for the rupture damage for level 1. I mean, if you're going for ads, it's pretty much good. Stats is nice, but 40% rupture damage is consumed. Hook shot finds the Bloodseeker. Ice Blast will hit as well. He's gonna go down first. Majid cannot help him in time. Of course, without the Aghanim that third lands oh wait, never mind. It does more than no. It almost kills the Ancient Apparition. It's okay though. I think the Aghanims will still be okay. The Chrono, is it a bit more patient? It will be used on the Phantom once he realizes which one to rewind. He's actually confused about the doppelganger up in 2 seconds. Can he use it in time? Not yet. Ah, the Fissure saves him with an Echo Slam as well. Sticks the Queen of Pain in place. Can they stall for longer? The root happens, and the snakes will end up killing off the Queen of Pain with a Spirit Lance to boot. Seems to be Queen of Pain dying for 3, or 2 rather, because the Bloodseeker died earlier. But hey, I think it's pretty good. You save the Phantom Lancer, you kill the Queen of Pain, you lose 2 supports in the process, but kill the Queen of Pain. I guess it's not that great because of course the enemy team is where it is, so they take more advantage of it. He can kill Pace, he's on the Master Master longer, he can away all his mana, Pace it, silence for too long, and now kill him. I mean, as soon as you saw a Mask of Madness, I love that I just took advantage of this. And you go for more. Goatee is gonna die against him as well because the damage is just too much. You can't TP in front of a Phantom Lancer. It's never gonna work. And the puck in the bottom lane also being solo killed by Death Sama. It's just kill after kill after kill for this team, and they're all solo kills. And all this team can do is watch his friends die, and another kill. They want to make some fried sheep, some fried lamb, or just. Yeah, whatever. Shackle him down and kill him. That's all that matters. It's murder, murder, murder. As Ajit goes for the last one. 416. They want to make this a team weapon. 16 different locations. 416. Losing part of his mana by Ajit. Deciding this is too much. He's bitten off a bit more than he could chew. And he's going to retire before it turns into of dead Phantom. Sometimes I just have to. So, we're gonna go into the top lane now. I think push the tier 2 down, or maybe perhaps push the tier 2 in the bottom lane first, as that someone can just push this alone. I like the Shadow Blade build. I don't mind I think the 4-star would be a good idea. Considering you have a Bloodseeker, boy, that Mask of Madness is doing him more harm than good. Every time they see him farming, they just catch him out with a simple Blood Right, and since he can't move away, a Blood Right plus a Diffusal Blade, and since he can't move away, he's destroyed immediately. The Diffusal Blade is almost not explosion, which happens with how much he is using it. He's going straight up for a heart. He doesn't even need the damage. He needs the sustainability. He doesn't die anymore. I completely agree with this. As Rupture already makes you enough damage. Okay, Yang, not gonna be so much. He's gonna go down immediately. Makes sense. It happens. Goodbye, Yang. Shadow Shaman, not really creating space, more just competing. But he's trying to push this tower down, which is a very important factor, or a very important tower to take down, so they can just finally get those Mega Creeps, which is an important thing. I mean, it's not particularly that they're going to make him into the tower, but it's the fact that they can brand Mega Creeps once they take all two. Right now, they're just kind of standing there as a monument to the lack of effort that requires to push up. It annoys them, it's understandably so. They just want to take this tower down quickly so they get the extra gold and really start snowballing out of control. Get that hard to rest, the 4th number 4 on the 160 well, or no, I think I'll go first again, okay. Just to make it clear for the casters. Oh no! Okay. What is that person? And now he's gonna go through this. Alright. So, the Galactus will deal a lot of damage. He's close to level 20 as well, so he's gonna deal a lot of damage to heroes with that. That Rupture is actually an insane amount. How much? It's still 600 units? I thought they nerfed it. Oh no, they nerfed the range. So, it adds 14, so 74% of 600. I mean, it was around 360 damage before, so now it's around 400 damage for Rupture, just for a 4-star. That's not considered the Phantom last forever. Yeah, it's 400 pure damage, or, yeah, pure damage. Is considerable. It's a considerable amount of damage that the rest of your team can finish off with. Oh, Death Sama just revealed the smoke. Genius play by Death Sama. And they thought that maybe that illusion was real because Death Sama just kind of joined in with them. Go on for there's the Rupture. First Rupture of the fight against the Void. Another missed hook shot. And the missile is about to excellent. Destroy it. If your carry is dead, what are you supposed to do? Hasten has been dying constantly. He even got that kill. He's not as major, so he's fine. Fucking harass him all he wants. He's play aggressively. Ajit has no reason to back out. In fact, Ajit, look at him go. This is another blink, and we'll find the EA. After all, his vision over. Blink Dagger. It's not going to be cancelled, so he can blink away. But that's at least a tower in favor of Fire Dragoon. It's not all lost. They still kill a Void, of course. But at this point, killing the Void means nothing as long as if you're not taking objectives. Important thing here is take objectives, ensure that you can get those towers, and you can start getting those racks. In the top lane, we actually just saw a solo kill by Death Sama against this champion, and he didn't even have Echo Slam. That's a bit ridiculous. It's starting to be a bit ridiculous, the power that Death Sama is starting to have with a Shadow Blade and just Blink Dagger. I like to see another 4-staff that's more 400 units of damage, or 400 damage to that eruption. Like that. Ice Blast will hit him right in the face. Silver's dead. Alright, that's a good counter kill. That's a good start for Young Minds to get the... I think that's exactly what we should be doing. I mean, they took the tower down bottom though, and Fire Dragoon, so they did. Young Minds doesn't really gain much from that because they did lose gold overall. However, IG, yeah, good thing he had a doppelganger. He's pretty confident on that. Takes the ward as well. They know they have a ward up there. They have full vision of that, so FDG now just saw this, will go and Naga Siren goes for the 4-step instead. So she'll be the first to try to eliminate this ward with the courier. Clever choice. As opposed to using your 4-step inhibitor. And after the ward is done, Death Sama, did he just die in the bottom lane just to note him? Coming in and destroying him. Can't really care for Ajit. Seems to want to destroy Kiyotaro, no way to stop the TP, and once the mana goes, what is his damage? Ajit does see Pace and go. As a Blink Dagger. No, we're not going to wait for Blink Dagger so that he can still jump onto Basic. Very clever choice. As Basic now out of mana, about to go down. Yule Scepter saving the Phantom Lancer. No, preparing the Phantom Lancer for the perfect Ice Blast. Great setup. I was thinking that was not well timed. That was perfect. Now Ajit trying to use the Blink Dagger continue to push. Ajit, grab a Firefly, a Butterfly to his name. It's a lot of agility going your way and a bit of resistance. Oh. That extra mana for him. Dota, is he going for a lot of 8? Not seen a lot of 8 goes. I think that's just stop. Ajit! And it's annoying. Also very annoying. Not secret. Sorry. Also very annoying Phantom Man. He's like it's upright. So FTG continue with their aggression out of top lane, taking the last tier 2 of resides. Usually this would be tried, but now this just means you can push efficiently, which is not always an option with a Phantom. That also, by the way, has heart. So he's gone for the kind of split pushy Phantom Lancer build that also doesn't die and will never die. How are you? Right, Julius, with the Blink Dagger you already have enough burst damage. And look at him go, that's interesting. So he's the Blink Dagger top blood right. That's not extra double or the extra or reduced blood light. They won't have those perks. But we'll last anyway. Blood light. Just continue clearing these waves. I mean, it's not like it's a high cooldown spell. And they put this ward down. Oh, the sentry. This ward's like a big and they have their own. It's a little ward game going on. Like, I know you have a ward there. I'm gonna put my own ward. We're gonna constantly be aggressive until the Phantom Lancer was ages. There's no point in not be aggressive right now. Oh, actually, as I say this, interesting that it's lost at exactly 10 minutes and 2 seconds right after. Right, 2 seconds. Alright, well. Shaker continuing his attack with a Shadow Blade. Trying to find someone that some scraggler left his base too early. It's hard. It's really hard because the Queen of Pain won't do that. Nobody will do that, of course. So hard. I don't think there's a reason for you to back out. Ooh, Scotty pickup. I might like that more than Butterfly because the stats are generally better for illusion. Whereas Butterfly gives a bit of damage. So the attack speed is maybe. No, you don't get the silence off. In fact, the Clockwork actually sees it. It's on that side to set up against this Clockwork. And in they go against the Clockwork. The snakes are set down. He's asleep, but they got him set under the trap of the snakes. There's the Rupture also hitting the poor Queen of Pain, losing a lot of HP. That's not about to kill her, but she already did put down Adam with her. 416 will eventually lose her life as Ajit goes for EA. He wants to take down this puck. At least to get another kill for this engagement. Just losing the Nagasarian ultimate for that is not really that worth it. I mean, he did kill the Queen of Pain. The boy still has his Chrono. How are you supposed to fight against the Chrono without the Nagasarian ultimate? Long as Siren. Cheat. I mean, he continues to push this lane, but to what purpose without Adam? Adam is their sole forward. That was a joke, obviously, but they don't have snakes for Adam. Oh, unless they can kill the Void! Stun him out, Fissure, and Death Sama! The play of the game! They're getting them pretty much free reign to the racks and forcing the buyback immediately from the Void because they know that was too easy to destroy. Void is not there. Ancient Apparition dies way too soon. That silent stop, Phantom Mine does not seem to care. The Blood Right is very annoying. Barely time to kill the puck. That could have really silenced them. The hookshot was stopped actually by the puck. It's a failed hookshot just to get more pressure on. Okay, Clock. If you really want to fight this, I mean, you don't have buyback. You know, so very careful because you won't be able to come back. The Void especially can't come back. So they really should try to punish this Void before it's buyback is buyback. I guess you're just not going to get that. That's the fact that all the there it is, a hook shot. It finds the Bloodseeker. A lesser charge is still a valuable one. In comes the song, but the song will be used for nothing. I'm gonna say the Bloodseeker, but that was a perfect Corona getting just at the right end. With Adam evades and look at the Phantom Mine to go, killing OT first. Now has to face 4. Airsayer comes in, no Echo Slam, but this time I thought he'd had one. They're gonna kill 2 anyway. That's already 2 down for the guys, 3 down rather for the guys at Young Minds. Gonna get more. It's a triple kill now with a Phantom Lancer just barely finishing off the Queen of Pain. I don't even know who she died. Wow, Blink Dagger fired. And now EA, lucky but not so lucky as Death Sama comes in and brings down the totem this time, ensuring the final kill onto the puck. Ajit will now go to the top lane and try to take this tier 3 quickly. At least ensure the shrines are left vulnerable for them. They lost the Bloodseeker, but not the main carry anyway, which is the Phantom Lancer. And EA, you have to be very careful just being the people playing up, but then the people plays cancel the goes under immediately. They can still cancel that TP, or that blink rather, and with a Hex will ensure the game is in their bag as they go for a kill team. So the Ancient Apparition trying to do the Ice Blast, and Adam, or Ajit rather, will be walking away there, almost unscathed as soon as the heart kicks in, and of course the Ice Blast is gone. And he's doing perfectly fine. That's why he's so cocky. Those creeps no longer trigger the Heart of Harass, so he's more than happy. Not good. Untrigger. And we're gonna go for more towns, more racks. Seems like it might be the last game for Young Minds as FDG just handing them over. The gods of death. They have mercy upon your soul, for RG has taken down all of your racks. Your buildings are falling like they're made out of butter. Everyone in your game is in the gutter. Everyone knows your game is in the gutter. What will you do, Young Minds? What will you do to defend your throne? What will you do to defend your honor? What will you do to defend what you love? FDG continuing to go for this tower. Alacrity joining in. There's the Blood Right, a little bit of a smoke, but oh, Keys don't miss the hook shot yet again. Bloodseeker saved himself with a 4-stab, putting himself at the right angle of the Chrono, ensuring that Nagasarian can hit everyone with the sleep, and now they're safe. Alacrity Very good force staff. Goatee dying in the backlines against RG. Now G joins again. Now GG is called. Forced out of the captain. Forced right out of the Goatee's mouth. It's gonna be Young Minds losing game number 3. And Fire Dragoon will be advancing to the next round, taking this best of 3 2-1 in their favor. Of course, hope you've enjoyed the game and hope you've enjoyed the cast. My name is D Swordfish. I have been your caster for today. If you did enjoy the cast, feel free to follow me on Twitter, where you will also find the VODs for all these games. And I will see you guys very soon with some more Prodota Cup. For now, we'll be stopping the stream, coming back at some other point in time where we can see Fire Dragoon knock boots yet again some other better team. See you guys soon with some more Prodota Cup. So